Hey y'all, welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we play, teach, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx, and today, not only do we have a special deluxe version of a game, i.e. Yokohama, but we are happy to be joined by a special guest. So, first off, we'll talk about the game, Yokohama, as you guys can see over here, the deluxe edition, designed by Hisashi Hayashi and published by Tasty Minstrel Games, as well as others, but for this edition, it's going to be Tasty Minstrel Games. I'm your host, Edward Euler, joined by regulars of the show, fellow co-host, beautiful wife, Amanda. Matt, technical wizard behind Heavy Cardboard, and special guest all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Hours.
Brandon from Brawling Brothers.
Hey, guys.
All right. So, I get the day off today from teaching. He's the resident expert. I didn't say an expert. I said resident.
You should make clear that I'm an expert on nothing. Okay. Everyone who listens to our show knows that.
So, this should be a lot of fun today. Let's go ahead and roll into it. So, Brandon's going to take over the teaching and everything for today. Both Amanda and I have played this, but I'll be honest, we have not played this since before the Kickstarter started. We played the original version from Japan. It was actually Tony's copy. So this is our first time playing with the super tricked out version. Also, we are happy to show off the Meeple Realty insert today. The great folks and sponsors of the show, Meeple Realty, provided us with it. Matt enjoys building it, so he built it in time for this.
With the hammer that they sent.
Yeah, I appreciate the hammer.
That thing's invaluable, isn't it? It really is. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll go from there. All right. So, and I do it every time. Welcome everybody around the world watching live. Thank you for watching after the fact and all that stuff. You guys know how it works, so thank you. All right, so let's do it. What happened? Oh, just kidding. All right, so dramatic unveiling. Oh. We need like some sort of theme music here. All right, so as you can see, we have the Meeple Realty insert, the Yokohama Harbor here. So we'll go through a couple of the things here real quick. So everybody has their own player tableaus, which actually I'll show you guys. This is what mine looks like. So the board actually stays in there, and you have all the pieces segregated right there. So that's really, really nice. And then you have all the common bits between the two boats. I mean, thematically, that's pretty awesome, right? And then we have the common little board thing there where the lid pops off of it, and then for those of us with big fingers, that comes off the front. To where
sausage finger. No sausage fingers in here.
I was going to be nice because it's on your side. I was trying to be thoughtful and all of that. And then you have the card holder and all this. And I will, hopefully be able to show you guys how it goes back into the box at the end. So that's, and the boards actually go into that little thing there. So pretty handy dandy little insert that we have here. So big thanks to the folks over at Meeple Realty. And with that said, let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Sir,
it
is your honor.
Okay, so in Yokohama, you're a merchant wandering the streets of this beautiful town, vying for power and fame through fulfilling orders or establishing yourself within the church or working with the customs department to import and export goods.
Okay.
Right? So if you look at your tableau, you actually have 3 different pieces in your tableau. 4, actually. You have the little meeples, which are your assistants. You have your big guy with the very cool sticker on it, which is your president. You have shops, which are the small buildings.
These two here.
Yep. And then you have trade houses, which you currently don't have access to. So the tableau is currently divided into 2 different sections. The one on the left, in this case, is considered in your hand. Okay, so those are available for you to use right away. Everything on the right is in the warehouse, all right? And you actually have to unlock this utilizing spaces on the board. So everything on the right, get your little sausage fingers out of there. You can't use that yet.
Sorry.
You have to buy that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Everything on the left is available to use, okay? So the game is very simple. The board can be a little bit daunting. There's a lot of iconography in this game, and the first few times you play it, it's a little confusing. The one thing I do want to point out is the amount of variability in terms of setup in this game. So each of these little city districts are individual. That's set up based on the player count. On top of that, this card that Edward's holding here is randomized throughout the board. And then the 5 power option is also variable. So there's tons of variability, all right? On your turn, there's 3 steps to your turn in this game. The first and the third step are actually the same. So you have an option to take these additional actions either at the start of your turn or at the end of your turn. Okay. So I'm going to pretend that we would do all of that at the end of your turn, and I'm going to start in the middle at phase B, which is the main action phase. Cool. Okay. So in Yokohama, you're going to utilize your assistants to generate power in these city districts. Your president is what's going to actually execute this power. Whenever your president goes into an area where you have an assistant and you end your turn there, you execute the power that's on that city district. Okay?
This is a lot like in Istanbul, kind of,
yeah, it's
right?
Istanbul on steroids, basically.
Okay. All right,
yeah.
cool.
So on your turn, you can do 3 different things. 2 different things, really. You can put 2 assistants in 1 district, okay? Or you can put 3 assistants in any 3 districts that you want, okay? Now, there is one exception to that rule, and this rule is easily missed. We actually played the first few games without it. If one, that's the backside. You don't want to show that. Holy moly. So if you ever put an assistant where another president is, you have to pay that president 1 yen. Okay. All right. So pay attention to that. But you can put these guys wherever you want. Okay. That's the first part. So
they
either
don't have to be adjacent.
They don't have to be adjacent. Okay. Either 2 in 1 square or 1 in 3 different squares. Okay. Then your president, after the first turn, your president can move anywhere you want. As long as your stuff is connected, okay? So my president could move from the copper mine here all the way to the laboratory because those were connected.
Okay, that makes sense.
We would then execute the power in the laboratory, all right? And that's probably a bad example, but we're going with it.
All right.
So each of these boards has a bottom section which shows you what you get when you actually execute that power.
Here, I'll actually zoom in on a couple boards so folks can see that. So
let's move it to the copper mine. Copper is great. All right, so I ended my turn here on the copper mine. I'm going to actually execute the power here. The way you count power is each assistant is worth 1, your president is worth 1, okay? So right now, if we end the turn here, we have 3 power. We get whatever is beneath the 3 power on the board. So we would get 1 copper in this case. I would take it into my sausage-fingered little hands here, and that becomes my property. There's a few other ways to get power. One way is if you have a shop there, that counts as a power. Also, if you have a warehouse there, that counts as a power, okay? Well, Brandon, how the heck do I get that stuff there?
Brandon, how do you get stuff there?
Josh, Josh, you're not Josh. Oh my God. Edward, that's a great question.
Awesome.
That's a great question, Edward. So if I were to ever end a turn and execute a power there with 4 or more power, then I have the option to build, okay? So I have 4 power there. If I have a shop or a warehouse in my supply, which is the left-hand side of your player tableau, I can place the shop on any one of these or the warehouse here. Wherever you place it, you get that power. Okay?
So we would go to one of these 3 places,
and you would put it there
first, before the blank one, right?
So now a little peek at, and it's going to be hard to see, but a little peek at these powers. These are icons that we often see throughout the game. This house with the 2 up means you can remove 2 items from your player board, okay?
Meaning from over here.
That's right, and put them to your supply.
Awesome. Okay.
This means that you can place 2 assistants from your hand anywhere you want on the board.
In hand meaning over here on the left-hand side.
That's
over
correct.
There, right?
That's
okay.
Right.
All right.
These, of course, are victory points. You just automatically score those as soon as you execute them. Okay. Now, there's one more piece to that. If I were to have come here and I were to execute this with 5 power, remember present 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I get this special little tile here. This would be an import in this instance, and I get to take that into my supply and I have it available. Okay? So anytime you do that, you get to take that. Once that happens one time, this chit is removed from the game. It can never be claimed by anyone else. Okay? All right. So a few things about these buildings. So they establish power for you. That's persistent power, and it's always there. That way, every time you come back there, you already have a 1 power. The trading houses, if you have a trading house there and anyone else uses that building, then you get 1 money from the bank.
Oh.
So you really kind of want to watch where you're putting those because they can pay out a lot, especially if you look at the board here. Some of these boards are doubled up, but many of them there's only 1. So some of these boards people are forced to go to over and over. Those are going to be more valuable for the trading houses than the other boards.
That makes sense. So trading houses get you a money whenever someone else goes through.
Right, and it's from the bank, not from the player.
Okay,
right?
Cool.
The other thing that we can talk about just a little bit is the movement side of it here.
Zoom back out. Okay.
If you wanted to move to the copper mine, which is in the far corner over there, you can see that Matt has a mooning meeple here. Matt has a mooning meeple here in the way. I cannot pass through Matt with my mooning meeple unless I pay Matt 1 money. Okay. So that's the cost for me to move through Matt and to here. Okay.
Can you stop there?
Can't stop there. You can never have 2 presidents in the same spot. Okay. All right. Now that is false. There are technology cards which are up here at the top that allow you to break those rules.
Cool.
Right? So that's important. At the end of your turn, after you execute your action, if we were executing that and it was a 3-point action, I would take 1 copper bar. I would pick up all of my assistants off of the board. Those get returned to my available supply, and I have access to those in subsequent turns. Okay. So anytime you activate a power, unless you have a card that tells you otherwise, you're going to pick up all your assistants. Your president stays there. So that's a little bit of the puzzle. Now you've moved stuff around on the board. How do you build the path to take your president back to where he needs to be?
And once the president's on the board, he stays there. So it's only the first turn where he's not there, right?
Well, yes, for the most part. There is an action that allows you to pick him up if you ever get into it. It's not an efficient action. You don't want to do it. So you can actually move your president and any assistance you want anywhere on the board to your hand. If you do that, you don't get to do any other of the normal actions in that turn.
Well, last case resort.
Kind of a fail-safe. If you do it, you're not doing well. You need to plan better. That's what that boils down to.
Well, funny you say that. That's one of the mantras that we have on the streams. Play better. Or
plan a little better. Yes. All right. Okay, so let's go over how we win the game.
How do you win
That's
the
a
game,
really important
Brandon?
part of this. The person with the most victory points wins.
Shocker.
It's amazing. Every time someone says that, I'm just shocked by that being the winning condition.
Right.
Most victory points. How do you get victory points, though? That's the most important thing. So the first way is when you build your houses, your shops, or your trade houses on these cards. Sometimes they score you victory points. That instantly is reflected on the scoreboard. Okay. The other way, and the more important way, perhaps, is these order cards that are available in both the dock and the port. All right. Each of these has a number of resources that is required to fulfill that. Right. So you have that from your supply. You can trade that in at the end of your turn. You can trade that in and fulfill the order. There's victory points on the bottom of these cards. You also sometimes get imports whenever you do this. And I'll get to imports in a bit, but they're definitely important.
All right. So the port management board, this board then corresponds with this tile in particular, correct?
That's right. So,
and then the dock is this one, which corresponds to that board, right?
That's
Just
correct.
want to make sure that's clear for us.
So that's a great segue into how it actually works. Good job, Edward. It's almost like we've done this before a time or two. So the port is, if you look at the power here, there is 1 power. If you execute it with 1 power, meaning just your president, you get nothing. Don't do that. Not good planning. Right?
So the X's mean no soup for you.
No soup for you. 2 means low. That means if you look at these boards, there's low icons. So the first 2 cards on the left are represented by low, okay? The 3 power action is mid. That means you can take from mid or low. And then the 4 and 5 power actions are high. That would mean you could take anything on the board, okay? If you execute a 5 power action on the port or the dock, you get this. you also get a bonus 3 victory points. So keep that in mind. A lot of people are like, well, why would I ever go past 4? Well, that's why.
Victory
At 5
points
power, you
plus-
get extra goodies.
Plus the import.
Plus the import, that's right.
Got it.
So this one pertains to this card, this one pertains to this card. On these cards, there's a couple of important things. Like I mentioned, the victory points and the import. The other icons you'll see are this one, which allows you to move stuff out of your tableau, like I mentioned, into your hand. You'll also see the other one that allows you to instantly place the systems.
Oh, actually, that's really good iconography. Let me zoom in and see. Yeah, actually right here, so you guys can see it. I mean, it's actually really consistent here. So this is take from your supply into your hand, take from your hand onto the board.
Right.
Pretty
Absolutely.
simple. And that's pretty consistent throughout the entire
It's actually
board.
right in the,
Oh, and it actually shows that on your tableau inside right there. Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay, so the other thing on these cards is, let's get it in here.
Okay.
This
yeah,
one
that
right here,
works.
we're in this one
Good,
here.
yeah.
So each of these cards has a country's flag on it. Great Britain, Germany, France, Netherlands, and US of A. I think that's everything. This is important because if you ever have 2 cards, 2 fulfilled cards or 2 technology cards, which I'll get to in a bit, that are matching, then you get access to one of these assistants.
Oh, let me show folks that here. Yeah, we'll just zoom out. At the very top of the scoreboard, you'll see those little green tiles right there. See them? That's what those are. Those correspond to the different flags that are out there. Again, part of the deluxe edition, the fact that they're wooden bits as opposed to cardboard punch-outs.
So these are foreign agents, okay? When you have 2 cards that have a matching flag, you get to take one of these. This supply is limited. You're going to notice in particular the Netherlands is only represented by 1 foreign agent. So the first time someone gets 2 Netherlands cards, that's gone. No one else is going to be able to take access to that.
And it has a little orange on
Yep.
there.
So, well, what does this do, Brandon?
What does it do?
Well, let me tell you
What
there.
are you guys? It's always me. Come on. All right.
It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so this is part of the first or the third phase of this round. Remember, there's 3 potential phases in this game. The first and the third round are always the same. They give you access to the same, and they're optional. The middle phase is where you move your guys and execute the powers, okay? So in the additional action, you can do a few different things. The first thing that you can do is utilize one of these foreign agents to take an extra action, only one a turn. So if you have Mr. Netherlands here in your play area, you can say, I'm going to take a foreign agent action, and you can execute any action on the board where your president isn't. So for example, right here, I have 2 power in the port. I could say, I'm going to utilize my Netherlands foreign agent. I'm going to turn it over to the other side to show it's been used. And then I automatically get to use this and take one of the cards from the port management board based on the power I have there.
Cool. Question real quick.
Yep.
So on the port management and the dock management, were all these, they're basically recipe fulfillment, right? Just
That's right.
You don't have to have that stuff right now.
Nope, it's
just
right.
a goal to
So when
work
you take
towards.
that card, you get it into your hand. There's no way to discard those cards, so that's a little tricky. So you can never have more than 3 cards. So there's no grabbing everything and holding it. You can you actually have to fulfill it to get it out of your hand. So keep that in mind as you're picking stuff.
Okay, so but as you fulfill, you can then basically discard it because it's done its job. Then you can draw another one. Or
That's
up
right.
to 3,
So that brings me to the next additional action, sir, where you can actually fulfill an order. So if you have an order card that has these components, that requires the components you have, you can actually say, I'm going to trade in 2 fish, 2 copper, and silk, and I'm going to complete that. You would put it down in front of you face up, and then you would score whatever's on the bottom. That's out of your hand. You now have access to an additional card if you were at max before.
Cool. And you take the flag when you fulfill it or when you take the card?
Anytime you fulfill a order or you buy a technology card, which we're going to get to, you see instantly if you have a set. If you have a set of matching flags, you get to take a foreign agent.
Even if they're uncompleted?
No, they have to be completed. So they're in your hand until they hit the table. So the technology cards automatically go to the table. These don't go to the table until you complete them.
Roger that. Okay,
Right.
cool.
So we've been talking a little bit about technology. Let's do that now. There's 2 spaces on the board that give you access, both the research center and the laboratory. Okay.
Research center and laboratory.
So when you actually go there, you establish a score based on your power there, just like everything else. You see, if you have 1 power, you get 1 point, 1 cog to spend, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. If you look up at the research center or the laboratory, then each of these cards cost something. So this card costs 3, and this card costs 5, okay? Once you get to the third spot, they cost an additional. So you would add 3 plus 1, and it would cost you 4. Okay?
Anybody that's played Euros is
Absolutely.
used
Very
to
familiar.
this kind of conveyor belt where they're more expensive,
That's
where
right.
they come in and all that. Okay.
Yeah, the cards will actually slide down after your turn's done and that sort of thing. So there's a few things to note here. The first thing to note is some of these cards can get pretty expensive. There's some 4s out here, plus that is 5. There actually is a way to get 5 power on the board, but there's some cards that could cost 6 or more. Well, Brandon, what the heck?
How can you buy those?
So the way that you actually do that is you have to buy your points up. So
right,
2 money. Let's see if we can get in here with my sausage
Hold on,
fingers.
I will actually take the cameras off so folks can see that. In theory. Okay, there we go. So we're talking about this one right here. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, I see you, Brian Fay, talking about my sausage fingers over there. All right, so you can actually purchase up by spending 2 yen or an import to get 1 additional cog, which would give you access to these more expensive technology. There's one other trick here. After you've purchased your fourth technology and above will cost you either 2 yen or an import extra.
Every time, no matter what.
No matter what. There's no limit on the number of technology cards you have. However, they cost a bunch more. I'll tell you that in my experience, these technology cards are really powerful if they're used right. So keep that in mind as you're making some decisions.
Cool, and we're not going to go through them all, except I guess we'll mention them at the beginning of the game, and then we'll as they come out.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so a few more things. Let's quickly just glance at some of the different tiles here on the board so people can kind of see what they do.
There we go. We'll start with the top row and then work our way down.
So the tea plantation, there's 2 of these right now on the board. This is how you score the tea resource. The fishing grounds, there's 2, one way in the bottom row and one on the top row.
You guys will see it, yep.
The port and the dock management board, like we said, allow you access to these. The copper mine, there's 2 of those as well. Each of the resource bearing sections has 2 boards, so they're here. The silk mill is lost. The other one, there we go. We got a silk mill.
And silk is this resource.
That's right.
There. Okay.
We have the customs board, which pertains to customs. So let's talk about the customs and church real quick, and then we'll wrap up with how to beat Edward at this game. All right. So the way that customs works is when you execute 2 or more power, it allows you to trade in that many imports to establish control on the customs board. Okay. At the end of the game, this customs board is an area control type board.
Okay.
First player gets 8 points, second player gets 4 points. Okay. If you execute a 4 power move on the customs board, it allows you to trade in 3. You would get to drop one of your assistants from your supply, not from your warehouse, on the board here, and you would instantly claim the victory points there.
Okay. Can you claim multiple spots on there?
That's a great question, Ed. Yes, you can. Just by coming back there and executing the action again.
Cool.
So that's important because this is an area control type piece of the game. Now, there's a lot of ties on these boards because they're sought after because there's lots of victory points on them. The way ties are broken on this board, whoever's piece is furthest to the right actually gets the tiebreaker.
Just like Rococo for the fireworks.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's important. There's going to be a lot of times where there's 2 and 2 or something like that, and we utilize that to actually.
And that only comes into play at the end of the game.
The end of the game. There's otherwise there's nothing, but you definitely want to be looking at it. Now let's talk. That brings us to a great point here. When does the game end? There's 4 different ways that the game can end. The first one is when
5. No, go ahead.
Actually, yes. 1, 2, 5. 5 ways. There's 5 ways to end the game. Okay, so the first way to end the game is any player who's built all 4 of their trading houses, which is the...
again, that's these guys.
Yep,
and we'll put them sideways because from the top down, it's a little hard to see these. So just to show you guys that they actually are very clear what the difference is. So we'll put them sideways here so you guys can see that. go ahead. So if somebody has built all 4 of those,
right?
And can you touch on again how you build your buildings and the trading warehouses
Sure.
one more time?
So the 4 and 5 power actions in any given location gives you access to build.
Just for free. It
just
doesn't
for free.
cost anything.
You just have to have it in your supply, not in your warehouse.
And how do you get them from your warehouse into your supply?
We
haven't gotten there.
We haven't got there. I'll get there. I was working my way down the board. So,
okay.
Finishing up with the way the end of the game is triggered. Any players built all 8 of their shops, which is the smaller buildings.
That's these 6 and those 2.
Right.
Okay.
When you replenish the order cards on the dock management board or on the port management board, if you can't, that triggers the end of the game as well.
And that is
those
this cards, that stack.
This stack.
So
of cards right
there's a whole lot of these guys.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Is that common? I'm curious. For a way
that is, in my experience, that's the way the game most regularly ends.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
The other 2 are the customs board. When they're in a 4-player game, when there are 6 assistants on the customs board, that triggers the end of the game. Okay.
6 between us?
6 total. Yep.
Okay.
So if there's ever 6 on here, it'll trigger the end of the game.
Okay.
The same is true with the church board, which is on the other side. The church board works very similar. You actually break ties here just like before. There's points to the first and second players.
Okay.
And there's a bonus every time you place something down. The church board is, where's the
down
church
here,
board?
right down,
all the way
down here. Yep.
So the church board, there is, you see for 1 power there, you get 1 church power.
Okay.
For 4 power, you get 4 church power.
So
now, if you look at this board, the lowest square is 4 church power.
Hey.
Okay. So, B, how do we get more church power?
Looking at this,
That's right.
spend resources,
That's
money, imports, and all that gets you 1 extra church power.
Each resource you trade in gives you 1 additional power. Okay. However, you can never trade in more than 1 of any one of those given types. Yeah. So you could score an additional 6.
It does say that. It says
That's right.
they must all be different right here.
You could score an additional 6, which would be a max of 11, which would get you to place all the way to the right. That's expensive and hard to do, but it does happen. So keep that in mind. 11 church power gives you the furthest right section, 14 victory points, and you get to place 3 assistants.
Okay. Again, doesn't have to be adjacent, just anywhere out on the board.
Right.
Got it.
Okay, so now that I went out of order a little bit and we know how to end the game, let's finish up with these tiles.
Well, hold on, you only hit 3 of them.
No, that was it. You
Was
don't
that
count
all
very
5?
good. That was
I
5. Are you sleeping during my explanation?
math is hard.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing I don't play 18xx.
Good thing. Woo. Okay, so the silk board, like I said, there's 2 silk board that allow you to. I got it. I got this. It's sausage fingers. Does it every time.
It is, right? Dipped in honey, I'm reading.
Okay. Honey, wait, hold on a second. Okay, the bank is real simple. The bank is an easy way to get money. Your power there indicates how much yen you actually get to take out. Okay. I mentioned the research center and the laboratory before. You get to purchase the technology cards. Do we want to go over these, or
we will right before we start?
Perfect.
That's fine.
The employment agency, actually go to Chinatown here. Chinatown here is how you actually trade in. Each power you have there allows you to do 1 transaction.
Okay.
So you can see that you can either buy or sell any of the common resources. Both tea and fish cost 1 each or are worth 1 each if you sell back. Copper and silk are worth 2 each or cost 2 each. You can also buy an import for 4 money. Okay. You cannot sell imports. That's important.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, it's only, and the iconography is real
very
clear.
Good. It really
because
is.
It shows arrows going both ways, meaning you can buy or sell. Whereas this, it's only one way to meaning you can only buy. So that's well done.
Absolutely. The employment agency is important. That is the common way to take stuff out of your warehouse and get it in your supply. So if you look at the card there, the number of power, I don't know if Egg can get it in there, but the number of power actually represents how many you get to take out.
Yep.
2 power allows you to move 1 thing out. 4 power allows you to move 3 things out.
Cool.
Now, if you look in your tableau here in this very handy dandy little holder, you'll notice that the assistants are free. There's no money cost, but the shops cost 2 each. And then the trade houses have a variable cost depending on how much has come out of there. So the first one will cost you 4, so on and so forth.
Could you buy one of the more expensive ones if you're flush with cash?
There is not a rule that says you can. So,
okay,
but cash is hard to come by.
So realistically, it's going to go.
You're going to go left to right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
And I think that's probably why, because there's that escalating cost, that's probably why we don't end the game with the trade houses more often. It's expensive to buy all of those trade houses.
Okay, cool.
The canal is an interesting thing. There's no power or anything associated with the canal. It's a way to get around someone. Sometimes it's easier to go through the canal than to pay Ed a money, right? We don't want to do that. So the canal will let you move to an adjacent tile at a cost of 1. Okay. You do not have to have an assistant in the canal to move there, so that you don't have to worry about having your assistants in a line.
So it's kind of everybody has an assistant.
Everyone has an assistant
there, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, we talked about laboratory dock, the church we talked about, the church we gained stuff here, and the rest is that. So that is that. What have we missed out on? Fulfill an action, use a foreign agent. Oh, achievements. Let's do achievements real quick. So these were randomly determined at the start of the game. There is A, B, and C achievements.
Nope, wrong stack. That's that one there.
Each of these allows you to do something a little different. The A one here, it says if you own 6 silk, then you can fulfill it. This is have available in your supply at any given time.
Okay, so just prove it. Hey, look, I have 6.
I have it. Okay. At the start or finish of your turn, if you do that, you can take one of your assistants from your supply, and you can put it on the highest value open space. That would be 8 points for me at the end of the game.
Oh, and I see that there's a 1 spot and 3 spots.
That's right. So you guys would get a lower value if you come in. The nice thing is, I know that you guys like super mean stuff. This is a little forgiving in that everyone can get in there. You just have to focus on being able to do it.
Excuse me real quick. Can you do that twice?
Nope, one time is it.
So hence it is nicer.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
The second one is fulfilled shipping requests. So orders, if you will. If you have 5 fulfilled orders
and
from
same shape as those things.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. It's worth 9 points. You have to have 5 of them. This one is a little trickier. It's 10 points or 8 points as a spread. You have to have a shop or a trade house on 3 of the red buildings, which generate your resources, and 2 of the administration buildings, which have the little yellow icons.
And those are the only 2 types that are on there, right?
That's the whole, cool. That's everything.
Ink pen tips.
Right. Yeah. Now, keeping in mind, again, since we're talking about variability, there's like 5 or 6 cards for each of these, and they all do something different. So that is really different every game.
Okay. All right. So last thing, and then I think we can just reset and get ready to rock and roll. So the additional actions, go over what those are again that you can take on your turn.
Sure. Additional actions are you can utilize a foreign agent, which is one of these green tiles, which you got by having 2 matching flags. Right. This allows you to execute an action somewhere where your president isn't.
Okay.
It's important to note the foreign agent doesn't count as a power. So it's not like you're dropping this as a president. You're just utilizing the power that's
whatever's there, meaning this is 2 power.
That's right. That's right.
Got it. And so then you pull those guys off just like as if the president was there.
Just like an end of a turn. So it's kind of like an extra turn, if you will. Okay. The second thing you can do is you can fulfill an order. So if you have any of your orders that actually you own all of the resources for, you can trade in those resources, toss it on the table, and then at the end of that, you always look to see if you have power to gain another foreign agent, which is 2 matching flags of any given country.
If you get a 3rd, that means you actually need a 4th, so it's pairs.
You're starting a second set, correct?
Got it. Okay.
Correct. And you can own multiple foreign agents from a single country.
Okay.
The third thing that you can do is you can complete one of these achievements, which is, you're collecting stuff to try to get to there.
Got it.
Okay. So scoring at the end of the game, there's one thing that's important about scoring. There is a country bonus. At the end of the game, there's kind of this little set collection going. Each of your orders and your technology cards have the country flags on it. At the end of the game, you can score up to 12 bonus points by having all 5 country flags, okay?
And all this, here, I'll actually move this up and tilt it a little bit so you can see these. Okay, go ahead.
Right, there you go. And that actually, you can score multiple sets. So maybe you get a set of 5, and then you get a set of 2. So you score additional points based on how many you have. These aren't, you don't calculate foreign agents into this. These are your cards, your technology cards and your order cards.
Okay. Things that have flags on them and gears on them.
That's right.
Got it.
Someone's saying in chat, so I think it's important to point out, the foreign agents are a one-time use. Once you use them, you flip them over and you don't have access to them again.
Roger that.
Now, if you do have foreign agents at the end of the game that haven't been used, they're worth 1 point. So that's important to keep in mind as well.
I see that right there. Yep.
The other things are, at the end of the game, imports are worth 1 each. Imports that you haven't spent to establish on the customs board. 2 yen are worth 1 point.
Yep.
And then 3 trade goods in any denomination is worth 1 trade.
And all that's pretty clear. Yeah.
So we'll run through all of that and count up the scores, and whoever has the highest score wins.
Rock on. All right. Yeah, and I saw that Rob mentioned, throw it out to 1080p 60 in full screen, and it should be good as far as being, it should be pretty clear. One thing that I will show you guys real quick, people are talking about it being a table hog, kind of, but here, let me take everything off and zoom out for the table to show you guys here what you're looking at. Okay, so here is the whole table right there. Okay, now we have our wing shelves in from our board game tables. It's a nice little table for us. So the table actually comes out to here. So it's really not that bad. It's not that much more than you would normally have. And even with the Meeple Realty insert, that helps contain it a little bit
little
here.
bags and
So it gives you an idea on what you're looking at. Okay, so hopefully that helps. And then that's where we'll be. And we'll go and bring everything back up.
Oh, show that cool first player marker for the deluxeified version.
Oh, yeah, here, actually, I will bring it over and show folks right there. There you go. So, got cool little trading ship here. So, that's the first player marker, okay? As opposed to that. I prefer the ship. Although, we should use Davis. In fact, we will. You want to grab Davis over your right shoulder?
Still can't find his tusks.
Yeah, here.
He's tuskless.
Now we're talking.
Now, so we have Davis.
That's a real man's first player marker right there.
Absolutely. I mean, he is Davis. All right, cool. So we'll randomize turn order, and then you said that the number of yen that we start with changes.
Yep. So first player starts with 3. Now I'm going to give a little peek at strategy here.
Sure.
That doesn't seem like a big deal. It's crippling. Or it's not an advantage. How about that? The reason is, if you look at your tableau, the first trade house costs 4 yen. It's important to get one of those relatively quickly, and that really puts you behind. So as you're playing this game at home, keep that in mind. First player is not necessarily an advantage in this game.
Okay, because trade houses get you money every time somebody goes there, right?
Absolutely.
It's when they're president.
It's when they execute the action.
Right? Okay, got it. All right, cool. Randomized turn order. Everybody want to give me a small dude here, and Brandon, there you go. You can have your dudes back here. So it's first and then clockwise, right?
Yes.
All right. First player is hey B. Welcome.
All right, great. Since I was talking so highly about being first player.
Matt, you want to go over those guys in front of you, and how many should you have to start at your available in your
You should have 12 in your unavailable, so
okay.
that's an easy
right.
way
so
to.
let's see here.
That's an
3,
easy way to
6,
make sure.
9, and there's 12, so that guy comes here to start. So that means we start with 8. Your president and 2 stores. Cool, rock and roll. Hoo-chee-coo. So any questions? I think Brandon did an excellent job teaching that. Really good job, man. And now people can, whenever they get their copy. And really, there's no difference as far as the regular version or the deluxe edition is, other than wooden bits and fancy bits. And again, we're using the Meeple Realty insert. So
sure, we played all of our review plays. Our review is actually coming out on Tuesday in the new episode that drops. We played all of our review plays with the standard version. And you can't get the deluxe version. A lot of people are going to be sad about that. But the standard version,
it's no different.
Yeah,
right?
plays just the same. The bits are just fine in the standard version.
Okay, cool. All right.
People are asking about the tiebreaker. Is there a tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker.
Now I am curious about the tiebreakers, just Kabuki Kid.
So is he talking about the tiebreaker on the boards or the overall tiebreaker?
Well, go for the boards again. You said it was furthest to the right.
Furthest to the right. So yeah, it's majority control.
Right.
Furthest to the right actually wins the tiebreaker.
Okay. All right. Before you start, please talk about how easy or hard it is to get the resources out of the boats. It's actually really... Now, if you try and grab them this way, you can't get in there with sausage fingers.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So here, absolutely no problem getting these guys out. Any of them. I'm having... You just got to grab from the... Well, you can barely reach, but yeah.
Yeah, I can. Right there.
Okay. So yeah, really easy to get them out. No problem. As long as you come in from the sides like this. And at the end, I will show you guys the pictures on how to put it back in the box so that we don't spend a whole lot of time doing that. But yeah, that should work.
So the other tiebreaker, and I'll tell you, I have about 15 plays in, and we haven't seen it yet. The other tiebreaker, which is a little ridiculous, is the player closest to the start player.
Meaning start player being the ultimate tiebreaker, right?
Yep, the person closest to the start player wins. So I
hate turn order.
I hate it too. I don't know why they would do that. But I'll tell you that it hasn't happened yet, so I don't think it's a common thing for anyone who's interested.
So it might happen, but whatever. Or you could just say, you know what, you're tied, whatever, congrats, you kiss. Because that's the heavy cardboard rule.
Well, no,
so it's 3-4.
Heavy cardboard rule is to go out and plant a tree.
Right, just like an arboretum, right?
We did plant a tree.
We did. But only one, so we just win all tiebreakers. That's how it works, okay. So you could actually, I guess, could put these in here. Right? Yeah. Well, I will say the money in the deluxe edition, pretty awesome.
Well, you just heard it.
Yeah. So these are pretty cool. So the ones are here, and the 5s are considerably bigger.
Okay, so we determine start player. Now we get our starting hand of order cards. We're each going to get 2 of these. We have to select one to keep. The others go back to the box. So that takes them out of the potential rotation for...
Okay, so 4 of them are going to be out of the game.
That's right.
Okay, so draw 2, or here, go.
Thank you.
Clockwise.
One thing that I failed to mention about this game, you and I talked about it off camera, but this is one of those games where the end of the game is triggered. And then you finish that round and you play an entire additional round. So you're always are going to get an equal number of turns, and you're always going to know if it's the last round.
Okay, cool. I'll put mine up here. People act like they can't see them. I'm going to start with this one because it's going to be easier to fulfill early. So I'm going to go with that one and discard this one out of the game.
Somehow we completely failed on setup, but we're each supposed to get 1 of each resource.
Oh, no worries. Okay, cool.
And that may determine what you're starting with here.
Okay. Oh, and well, here I just got all my resources, no problem there out of the supply. So, and everything's open information, I assume, except for your hand cards.
Your hand
technically
is not correct.
So I will go ahead. I'll move this up. You guys can see the resources, and since they can't see past my player tableau, we'll just put that there. Okay. Cool. One last thing that I want to mention before we get started is if anybody chooses to order any inserts through Meeple Realty, if you use the code HC17, you get 10% off. And so that kind of tells you came from Heavy Cardboard. We appreciate it, and supporting our sponsors supports the show. Everyone drives home in a Cadillac. Cool.
Wait, you got a Cadillac?
Well,
or a Honda.
Or a Honda, but CRV. It's a saying. It's a saying.
I just want to make sure because we don't get no Cadillacs.
We sold it to buy the CRV.
I like it. Very well done.
Actually, yeah.
Very
Amanda
well
had a Cadillac.
Yeah, it was my grandfather's. Yep.
Right. Yep.
All right.
All right. Cool. All right. Rock and roll. Place your bets now. We'll go ahead and give odds. We will give Brandon probably
Don't do it.
3-1 as the teacher. 3-1. I will give Amanda even money. I will be the favorite at 1-2 because even though I'm running the stream, I didn't have to teach. So I feel like some of the
You won already. That's what's going on.
Right, kind of. And Matt?
I have my first play, so.
I know. So we will give you 2-1 on that, on Matt. All right, cool.
So Ben, while he was introducing and giving odds, Ben was asking if the top row could be used as a card holder, and I was demonstrating that it can.
Look at that. That's slick.
Oh, snap. There we go. Yeah,
call,
here.
sir.
There you
like
go.
It.
Nice. That works like a champ.
Yep.
Well done. Good call. Oh, I'm blocking my there. Yeah, it can. So we'll do like this, and I will keep my resources out here. Voila. Good call. All right.
I've just got everything in my little bucket here.
Yeah, this is nice. All right, so B, start us off.
Okay, so I can place, I can either place 2 and 1 or 1 and 3. So I am going to start out by placing 1 in the copper mine here. I like the copper mine. I like the copper mine. The problem is the other copper mine is way over there. I would really like to get a bunch of copper, but that's going to be a haul to do.
Oh, to be able to get in between
Definitely.
them, right?
So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place in the bank. This is going to potentially offset my lack of early game money thanks to being first player. And I didn't even look at the technology cards.
Oh, yeah. We were supposed to go over those. Excuse me. When you fulfill an order, you get an extra $1, the language school. Then the newspaper here is placement step. When you place workers in different areas, you may place 4 workers instead of 3. Ooh, that's nice.
It's a good one.
The mining tech going over here. Vanna, if you will point. Thank you. Whenever you gain 1 or more copper, you get an extra copper. The postal system is during the movement step, you may place your president in an area occupied by another president. So there's that rule breaker. Then coming over to gaslight, when you build a shop, you get 2 extra points. And the ball is when you fulfill an order, you get 2 victory points. B, you want to take the
Yeah,
rest?
you bet. So the brickyard here says when you carry out a customs action, you score 4 additional. The exposition is a solid 10 points. You just plain get 10 points. The university says once per turn, you can gain a worker from your warehouse by paying 1 yen. So you can move 1 from your warehouse into your supply for 1 yen. The textile meal. What?
Meal?
A meal? I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I apparently am hungry.
I thought we had a big
ate.
hearty breakfast.
The textile mill
Okay.
allows you to convert a silk into 2 money. The electric light allows you to get 3 free victory points when you build a trading house. And the letterpress printing gives you 1 money when you gain a technology card.
Cool.
Right.
And somebody asked about the last question on the insert here real quick. They asked if the player boards, if these slide out. These actually do slide out right here. I don't want to slide it out because everything will fall. But yeah, they're not permanent. They can slide out.
They go here, right?
Oh, well, no, the player boards. And then all of the tiles that are out here actually go into this and you can just grab them. Whoop, just like so.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so I placed in the copper mine and the bank. I was
Finally,
thinking about
we're getting
going
started.
that way.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go to the tea plantation instead. So there's my 3 assistants, all in different territories. I'm gonna go ahead and place my president in the tea plantation.
He has a jaunty hat.
He has a very nice hat and a mustache. Look at that.
A fancy
Have a
mustache.
Very
Right. Now great.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done it.
Yep, now it's in my head.
So I'm going to execute
your own
a
resources.
2 power there, and that's going to give me 2 tea.
One quick question, just as a what if. If this dude's leaving no matter what.
He's leaving
So
no
there's
matter what.
no reason not to like say, oh, I'm only going to use 1 power and keep him there. You can't.
The
do
rulebook
that.
says you must pick everyone up at the end of your turn wherever your
there's no
president is.
reason.
So this guy is back into my supply.
Roger that.
And that's the end of my turn.
Squirrel.
You've left yourself a nice path to the bank, it seems.
I like it.
Cool.
That's the idea.
And I can start wherever, right?
Yep.
I don't have to start right in the middle or anything. Okay. I like how tiny the little guys are. Let's do
Mustache song. Yes, Jack. Yes, exactly.
copper mine, the laboratory.
Well,
And the fishing
Kabuki Kid,
grounds.
it's totally a filling a hole in the market, which is like what Brawling Brothers does, what Heavy Cardboard does as far as podcasts and videos and stuff. It's filling a hole, a perceived hole in the industry, and just like what the inserts are doing. All right, so now you're El Presidente, which is Spanish for the Presidente.
Which hat? I think it's a she.
Do you have a hat?
No, I have a fan
Is
in
she
my
a-
hair
Yeah, that's
and an
kimono?
umbrella with a kimono on.
Oh, very pretty.
I like it.
I have kind of a 20s flapper girl look. I'll show folks. I'm pretty
Wait,
stoked
you're
about
a character or you?
that. Yes.
I think I will go here.
Okay. So if you go there, you're going to get 2 power to spend on the laboratory board, which is here. The problem you're going to have there is there's nothing that costs 2 power. So there is a 3 power card. You could upgrade by paying 2 money and getting a third power, that would give you access to the brickyard if you elected to do that.
Why not?
Okay.
Let's do that. So pay a money.
So she's going to pay 2 money.
2 money.
2 money.
Take a look at
Ah, it is 2 money. You got it. Okay.
She's going to get that card.
And so that's just a permanent power that just hangs out.
And that's available to you all the time. We probably should be able to see it.
Okay.
We'll try to remind you, but probably not.
Right, as you do.
That's just
You
fine.
take that back to your supply.
He goes home.
All right.
And then these cards are going to slide down. So the 10 victory point card is now all the way on the left there, and we will replenish this board.
Oh, wait a minute. I said last thing, but one other thing. We turn the cards face up, so it's just easier to grab them because of the camera. But those do fit sleeve cards. Cards also, which ours will be sleeved. Even though you don't shuffle terribly often. It's really not a huge deal. All right. So I'm looking at my goal card that I have here, and maybe that might not be a terrible place to start. So with that said, considering what it is, super secret. Shh. So I will go ahead and go 1, 2, and I'm not really terribly concerned about the church right now. I will go ahead and come over.
You're welcome to go there, but remember, you have to pay Amanda if you go there.
Oh, that's right. If I place a dude there,
Or move through.
So either placing this or moving my flapper girl through there, I have to pay. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, but the flapper girl might actually have to pay extra. We have to look that up in the rule book.
Very funny, Sarah. Very funny. And it must be in different ones, so I can't double up in one unless I only want to place 2. Stupid game. This is okay because your El Presidente is not there.
That's
cool.
right.
So, and to start, yeah, let's go ahead and go fishing. I will go ahead and take 2 fish. Yeah, so there's a couple fish there. So yellow comes back, goes into your available supply.
Correct.
Good. Bueno. Fini. Oh, take care, Yort. Thank you, Jack, complimenting me on my Spanish.
Very good. Yeah, it's impressive stuff.
The Presidente. Right.
Just to do something different, you can place 3 in singles or 2 in 1, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put 2 right there.
Seems selfish.
Look at that.
And then go there.
All right. So he has a 3 power in the silk mill. He's going to get 2 silk right off the bat.
And these guys come home to hang out. Okay.
All right, and everyone's in my way, which I find to be quite obnoxious.
That's one reason I did that too, is because I had a lot of people in my way.
Oh, I figured that this is part of the plan here. So I'm gonna just say, hey, I'm going around.
All right. Like Watsky, you could go tunnel through.
I could.
Right.
So again, now this is the first time we're gonna move our president. I can move anywhere that is connected adjacent by my assistant, so I can move wherever I wanted.
Okay.
None of your
doesn't cost
presidents are
anything.
blocking.
It's only presidents.
That's right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just.
I'm driving that home for my own sake, more so than anybody
I'm gonna
else.
move.
Little dudes are like track, big dudes are like stations.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm gonna move to the port. I don't know what you guys are talking about, all this train stuff, but.
Triples.
So I have two. I have 2 power at the port, so I get to take a low. This is either one of these. So in terms of strategy, I'm going to look at these flags because I'm trying to complete sets to get a foreign agent.
Right, yeah, it's not just stuff. It's
You
also
guys
flags.
don't hear
Right.
this, but the listeners know that I don't have a Netherlands or a United States order to fulfill, so I'm basically free to take as I'd like. I really like the look of the Netherlands one, so I'm going to take the Netherlands one. Also, these will slide down. Also, keeping in mind that there's only 1 Netherlands assistant or foreign agent available, so
call.
there's sometimes a little bit of a run to try to do that quickly.
So he may have 2 Netherlands now. We do not know. We know he took 1. So, all right. Cool.
Okay.
Good deal.
Now I pick up my little assistant,
Only
and
where you executed
we're on
the
to an
action.
Correct.
Okay. It looks so. This board kind of reminds me of Kanban in that when you first see it, you're like, holy crap, that is a ton of information. All of a sudden, now that I understand it all, I'm like, oh, it's actually really clear. It's really
ton of icons on the board, but they're very, very clear. It just takes one round and you pretty much know what they all do. So.
Yeah, cool. And again, to be able to build your stores and your trade houses, you just have to get the 4 and 5 power respectively.
Right. You can construct it 4, and if you look at the board, I don't know if anyone can see, but the 4
like
power looks like a house, so you can begin to construct there.
And the 5th one looks like a house as well.
Plus you get a thing.
Right. And the trade houses are the same as your stores as far as
you can
being
build
able to
them.
It's either
it's
or.
one or the other.
Roger that.
The other thing I might not have said in the beginning is you can only have one shop per district. So you can never fill that up.
4 spots, you
Correct.
can only have one. So basically, the 4 point of the 2.
That's right.
Two
So basically,
to
just the
start.
last person that goes there doesn't get anything.
Nope, but you
Right.
get.
But you can. Again, we're talking about it being a little forgiving and not super mean. That's one way. You always have the ability to go there. You just don't gain a bonus for going there.
And why would you put a building there without a bonus?
The biggest reason is it's worth a constant and persistent power throughout the game.
That's right.
The other reason is that's one of the triggers for the end of the game. If all of yours are ever out, it triggers the end of the game.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I'm gonna place
Thanks,
my
Tesla. We
2
appreciate
guys here on the copper mine. I can
Yep.
do that, yes. And so that gives me 3 power
Then
at the
you have
mine.
to- right.
So then I have to move my person.
If you want to execute that
And I
action.
want to.
Right. Okay.
Move my person here. So I have 3, so I will get 1.
Nope,
Now I have
and
4.
there you go.
So I'll get 2.
Right.
Copper.
And you can build a
Yep.
store or a trading house. Now, the trading house here, you do not have to have them in your supply.
You do have to.
Oh, so you have to purchase them as an additional action?
Through the employment agency. So if we look at the employment agency, it gives you access to take stuff off of
So-
your board.
I
Which,
cannot-
and then
You
have to
can.
buy
You
it.
have 2 right now
You have
in
two
your
Oh, I
stores.
have 2
stores.
right now. Okay.
You
I
just
don't have
can't-
the
you
You
don't
can't
have
do the trading house.
the trading houses. So you will have had to, and by you I mean the royal y'all, you have to go here to or do an action that allows you to do that. And when you do that, at that moment is when you pay the yen
Right.
to then bring it over. And then
Then you have
whenever
access to it.
you have this stuff out here, like what Amanda's doing, then you have the option to build a trading house or a store, right?
Correct. That's
All
correct.
right, cool. Good
Okay,
deal.
so where would this can go anywhere but right here? Is that
Correct,
correct?
because that's
That's
a
right.
trading house.
And you'll get the reward that's there. So Amanda's on the board first with 4 victory points.
Cool. Hey, Christopher, welcome to Heavy Cardboard. Cool.
All right, so now
How's it play 2-player?
these 2 guys come
All
home.
3 of them come
Everybody
on.
come
You use them all.
So it plays well with 2-player. It's a variable setup. You use many less district tiles, but we've played a couple of games and it plays fine. I prefer it with 3. 4 can actually go a little long, but with 3, that really seems to be the sweet spot.
And
You
when
know
can
what?
Turn
I-
in a card?
Huh?
When can I turn in a card?
At the end or
Yeah, you can
beginning,
do it right
if you
now at the
read
end of your
right
turn.
there.
Oh, I couldn't. I didn't.
Yep.
Where does it say that?
Well, it's
It
an
doesn't,
additional
but
action.
it's
Oh,
A
yeah.
and C.
Okay, so then I will.
Actually, Amanda, if you'll do it
There
up
we go.
here.
That. 2 copper. And a fish.
All right, cool. So we know you don't have a pair of those because that's only, well, actually she could conceivably,
She sure could.
right?
And remembering the other thing she could do is purchase a technology card that matches up that pair. So right now she has a Germany and a Great Britain card showing. So she gets another one of those in any way, she'll get the first foreign agent.
Cool. So Amanda gets an import and 5 points.
Yep. There's 5 for fulfilling that, so 5 more, so she's at 9.
And then
How did
little
she
import
get the
guy.
4 points to begin?
She got 4
'cause
for building the house.
the
Yep.
store. Right. Nice. Well done. All right. All right. So for me, I can't do that. Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and that allows you to trade. The research center is kind of what I was looking at. So I'll go ahead and go 4 there.
Hey, get out of there. That's mine.
All right, so I will come through here up to the employment agency. I have 2 power. That allows me to take 1 thing from my supply into my actual usable. So I will actually take one of these trading houses. I will then pay the 4 yen in which to do so. Man, I like this money. And then that is the end of my turn.
What's Matt doing over here? He's got his poker face on.
Seriously, serious Matt is serious.
It's my learning face.
Okay.
Learning,
I like
absorbing, and taking it all in.
And while you're thinking about that, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Just GSP says, Edward.
Guess go purple.
Yeah. Have you thought about giving the stream overlay a bit nicer finish and perhaps making the windows semi-transparent to not obscure the view? Make it match the great content you deliver? We could. We can mess with that. I haven't. I've intentionally kept it, the contrast up real high to where it doesn't show through so that it's not confusing, but maybe that's something we can explore in the future. So yeah, we'll try.
That, and we change it every stream.
Yeah, we move, if you guys have noticed, we actually move where the cameras are every single stream.
Yeah,
because
they're never in the same spot.
Because they all, the boards are different, and we do it for visibility more than anything. So go ahead, Matt, your turn.
I went there, and there. I stopped there, and I'm going to get 2T.
2T.
Okay.
2T.
2T.
Cool.
2T.
Not 2D. That's different.
Right.
2T. All right.
She was on the facts of life.
So I'm
hold
getting.
on, Tommy says, Brandon, don't screw it up, please.
Tommy,
by the way,
I got
you're the
this.
first player.
I got an elephant, Tommy. Look, Tommy, this is not included with the insert. Oh, you can't see it.
There
This
you go.
this is my first player marker, Tommy. Can you fit that in the box, please? Okay, here we go. So I got 3 power. I have a little bit of a pickle coming here.
Oh, I like pickles. Spicy, dill.
And I'm green, so it's very thematic. But I am down to 4 assistants. That's all I have. I have a lot of stuff out on the board, so I kind of have to start worrying about that. How long am I going to be able to drop 3
I should have taken
assistants?
that guy off.
Hey,
Yep.
no take backsies?
No. I
Okay,
forgot to
okay.
clear him. I'm actually hurting myself by playing.
All right,
copper.
so just so everyone knows, I'm down to 4, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 1 here in the copper mine. I'm going to put 1 here, and I have no clue what else I'm doing after that. I don't want to pay whoever the flapper girl is.
Hello, my baby.
Oh my gosh, I'm frightened right now. Yeah. I'm going to put 1 here in the silk mill because I have really no plan. I'm going to move my president to the copper mine here, and I'm going to execute a 4 power action here. I'm going to get 2 copper.
I keep wanting to call him Clay.
They look like
They're copper.
The thing is,
They're copper.
Your dude upside down looks like an angry dude with a bald head and crazy eyebrows.
Oh, he really does. Like, not amused. That is hysterical.
So I am.
That's funny.
It's a 4-point action. I'm also going to get a place a shop. So I'm going to place a shop. I talked about the pickle that I was potentially in.
Well, you need more stuff, right?
I do,
so this
but
allows you to do that.
1, 2, 3,
So,
4.
hey, no complaining.
Except-
Ben, thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. Said he bought the insert because of the stream.
Good
so
job,
awesome.
Ben. I like it.
Okay, so you just complained, oh, I only have 4
Okay, but there's a method to
I'm
this
just saying.
unbelievable madness here, okay? I'm worried about where you're going. You're encroaching on the research center.
I don't know
over
what
here.
you're talking about.
So I am going to rectify that by taking this action that allows me to place 2 assistants anywhere I want, and I'm going to place these bad boys right here. So I have 4 power in the research center, so now go try to buy my card.
Oh my.
All right.
Roll. You should slow. Amanda, you're out.
Okay, let's see.
And Ben's critiquing your play.
Uh-oh, Ben, do you like it?
Yeah, high level play, not what we're looking for.
I have played
here.
this
Okay.
once, and it wasn't even this version, so that's not going to happen. Okay.
Oh, Andrew says, I think I keep calling them bricks. We just played Or at Labora last night for our game of the month.
Maybe that's why.
And it looks just like
right.
clay. And so, not like Clay Ross.
I was going to say like Clay Ross.
No, but clay
It's
like
not really.
the
It's not
building
tall
material.
and really skinny.
Play dumb,
it
suck him
kinda
in.
is.
Obviously,
Tall and
I
really
don't have to
skinny, yeah.
play though. That's the thing.
Okay. I am. If I just put my 2 guys here, they don't have to come home if I don't.
If you don't,
I don't activate
if you don't
it, right?
end there, so your options then are to move there or there. That's it, and you would get 2 fish here.
Let's get some fishies.
I really glory to Rome.
Mark it. Can't just say it anymore.
Don't fall out of your chair. That would be epic live stream material.
The new would have to glory the room to the chair.
No, that stays there. And then these need to be put up. Okay.
I really wanted Amanda to come up here so that I had a path to be able to get to my clay. Sorry, copper. Because I need to be able to fulfill the card that you guys don't know I have. Oh, you guys being my compatriots here.
My arms are too short.
T-Rex.
There.
Well, I'm broke. That would be... Put 2, that would be 4. 4 is that, gives me that. And then, here we go. I'm excited about this. All right, so I'm going to take only 2 out this time because we're going to come over here to the research center.
Get out of my land.
And we're just going to kind of mosey on over. And that is 4 here, which allows me 4 power. But more importantly, bam. 7 points for Yeller, please. And I get money when Brandon comes over and visits, correct? From the bank.
It's going to be true.
Right? So that will be 4. And looking up here, I can choose, with this obviously being I can get any of them what I can afford based on gears. That's 4 gears.
Hey, someone check the tape. Did he actually buy that trading house?
He did.
Yeah, I really did.
Holy moly!
Right
I must
here,
have
that's
been
what I
talking.
took when I
All
went
right,
there.
okay. I'm just.
You were the
one
one pointing out, $4 for yen, you can buy a trading house. So
I like
I'm just
it.
following
It's a
your
good,
excellent
It's a good place to
leadership,
put
sir.
it for sure.
All right, so I have no money, I have no imports, so it's going to be a 4 or less, which is this, or this. I do like being able to double up presidents, but you would still pay, right? The one by going to where their president is.
No, the rule says when you move through them, so I don't think you would actually pay
So
by
that
stopping
my.
by stopping in that square.
I shall take that one then, the postal system. Excellent. So that also, hey, looky here.
Someone might correct us if that's
Yeah,
incorrect,
and
but
folks can't. Well, hey, look at that. Oh, wait, this doesn't exist yet, so never mind. I
Not
was
yet.
just throwing them off. All right, so can place my president in an area occupied by another president, and because the rules say go through, means I would not have to pay.
Correct.
We think.
we think if someone knows other than that, let us know. But I believe that you pay when you move through.
Roger
them.
that. So these 3 now come home, and it gives me a little bit more freedom. Hey, Brandon, why don't you come on over and visit?
I can't go there because you're there. You got a Flapper Girl park there.
Oh, you could if you had.
I don't want
I'm
that.
sorry.
Get it out of here.
Okay, all right, cool.
You still pay to stop on the other president, according to Jack there. So
How did I? No.
No, just with your card.
with your card. So you might
Oh,
might
you do
change
have
it.
to pay.
According to Jack.
Okay, and then the other question is, do I get that? You know what? Instead, let's go ahead and put this one back, and I will take the copper one instead. No, it'll stay there. It'll stay out because take that.
So Ed's going to get +1 copper anytime he executes one of the copper mines.
Right. Is it copper mine or anytime I take copper? It's anytime I gain copper, regardless of how.
Which is a lot of the a lot of the bonuses, the shop
right.
bonuses
Yep.
given
Cool.
to you.
Oh, but then again, I would lose.
No.
Never mind. We're
No.
done. Matt, you're up. Hey, Niels.
There, and there. And we'll stop there and
So
get
Matt's in
2
the
more.
silk mill. He took. No, you're only going to get 1. That's 2 power, right? Because you had 1 there. Okay.
Correct. I'm going to complete this guy with.
Bring Matt, if you could show it right here, and then there you go.
So 4 silk and 2 tea, which looks
Okay.
like that gets me 5 points.
You are a red. Thanks, Brandon.
Oh, blame it on the Brawling Brothers. Since this
Obviously,
internet
well,
went
hold
down.
on. We're here all the time.
All right. You know what? I'll follow my sword this time.
Okay. So for those that are watching after the fact, we did just have an internet hiccup there. So we are back. So we're not exactly sure where we left off. So Matt, go ahead and recap your turn, and then we'll go ahead and get started again.
I placed my workers here, or assistants here, and here. I had one here previously, and I moved from here to here.
Okay.
I picked up one more silk, which allowed me to complete this card here.
which gave you the points.
Which gave me 5 points, 2 money, and I had the ability to move one of my pieces from here to here.
Having paid the $4.
Having paid the $4.
And you now have, what is that, a German?
It's a Germany.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's
Good.
awesome, Jack says, and you still have to pay where the other like it may have changed.
Nothing changed. Thanks, Jack.
Right? That's awesome. All right. Well played, Jack. All right, cool. All right, so sorry about that. B, you're up.
Yep,
Go
I'm
ahead.
up. Okay, so...
Hey, I will say, it gave us a chance to get some nice water again and reposition the fan.
Hey, it is hot here in Denver right now, man. It is
It's
roasty.
creeping up on 100 degrees, so it's legit.
Hey, you want some air conditioning, just go west and go up a couple of 1,000 feet and problem
Or
solved.
just open the door. And it's-
No, he meant.
No, I
in
understand,
Denver.
but I'm saying here in this room.
oh,
just
yeah,
open
well,
the door,
whatever.
and then it's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna do a very uninspired turn here. I'm gonna go ahead and do one here in the bank and one here in the silk mill. Now, I told you I was gonna have a problem.
Oh, because you can place 3.
I have a problem. I don't have 3.
Oh, you could have. Oh, but you. Oh.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It's all right. It's all part of the master plan. Things are going beautifully right now. I'm going to move my little president with my dapper little hat to the bank here, and I'm going to execute a 3-point action for 3 money stuffs and pick my guys up. And I'm done.
All right. That was very uninspired.
I know, but it's part of the bigger picture. I am planning ahead.
It really is water, Jack. Actually, it's hot enough in this room with the lights and the fact that it's during the day. It's water. Later, I can't vouch to that.
Okay, I'm going to move my person here, so that gives me 4 gears.
Yep.
I'm going to pay a yen for 1 more.
Nope, 2 yen, ma'am.
Dang it, I always think it's 1. Okay, 2 for that right there. The exposition.
Oh, 10
10.
points.
And
Look at you.
That gives me a Germany.
I want everyone to notice that I'm not even on the leaderboard yet. I don't even have 1 victory point.
But you're first in our hearts.
Yeah.
That's it. And I have a very
elephant.
nice
From
elephant.
Thailand.
From Thailand.
It
So
is, yeah.
in the big picture, I think I'm winning.
You are
right
the
now.
Okay, right. In life.
Okay, so that gives me a pair of Germanys.
All right, so
Very
give
nice.
her Germany.
So you're going to get a German foreign agent.
And
just
not the Chancellor of Germany.
no, that's different.
Foreign
Just
agent.
remember now, you've utilized those to claim something. Unfortunately, there's not a good way that I've found to indicate that. You just have to remember and be on the honor system. So
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right.
So then all these guys come back home.
Yep,
And they stay there.
see, Amanda? It shows 2 money for an
It
import.
does. Just have
Weird.
in my head
I
as
know.
1 from the beginning.
All right, so what am I trying to do? I would like to. Oh.
how about you
Oh.
move over here to the bank? Oh, you
I
can't.
have a even better idea.
All right.
So I am going to take 3 of my assistants. One,
Oh,
two,
you
3.
actually have 3.
Oh,
Congratulations.
I have 5.
Oh, great.
So, and you can move as far as you want. So we played that. So, okay. So we have made it to the copper mine. We have 3 power. That gives me 1 copper. However, anytime I get copper, I get an extra copper. So that's going to be a total of 2 copper. Hey there, copper. So we'll grab 2 of these guys. There. And now I can complete this, which... oh, hey, 2 fish. 2
Point.
copper.
Jack says points are stupid, and I agree. Who needs points?
Hey, look here, Peanut Gallery. Just saying. Who you pulling for here? 1 point for yellow, please.
Yellow, 1 point.
And then I get 2 quiche, not to be confused with the egg pie. which
You're
is
making me
quiche,
hungry. Why
right?
do
Sorry.
you do this?
Habits. All right, so there's 2, and then I get to take 1 thing out. I want to keep the money in case I go where somebody is. So instead, I'm just going to go ahead and take 1. Show Brandon. That's how you take assistance,
Thank you.
Brandon.
Thanks, I
All right.
appreciate it.
So just so you know, so we clear these, and if you look, I do not have a pair. So I.
That
will
seems like
actually-
poor planning on my from my point of view.
Quiet. This is not Heavy Cardboard After Dark yet. That is coming. So about the having a pair, if you'll fix that, and boom, we're done. Matt, you are up, sir.
All right.
Yeah, or fermented water, Niels. That's probably
two dudes there. Move
two dudes
there.
Dressed like nuns.
So that is 4.
4 power, so you're going to get 3, plus
3
you have the ability to
I have
build.
the ability to build, which I will. I'll build this there.
Okay.
Throw it face up on the end, so
Yep.
folks.
Red is going to get 3 victory points.
I forget. All right, so it's the first time I've played this in a while, and I forget. Go ahead and finish your turn, Matt. I just had a question for Brandon.
He's going to ask if points are needed.
Points really aren't. They're stupid.
Okay.
You don't
I was
need
going to
them.
ask what the goal of the game was
It's
again.
not.
I forget.
It's highly.
Okay.
It's highly overrated.
Okay.
Keep talking. It's fine. Keep talking. I know that's what you do the best. So just keep talking. Okay, I'm up. I have a hot mess going.
You do have a lot of assistance on the board.
I do,
though.
which is a good thing. It's going to help me. The problem is I really don't know how to play this game, even though I
hate that
taught it.
Amanda knew what I was going
I know.
for
I
there.
live with you. I've been married to you. For
Okay,
a long
I'm
time.
going to make this. I better not do that. That's a real bad plan. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just place these 2 little dudes in the employment agency because I need stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move my president here to the research center.
Oh, excuse me.
Congratulations, Edward. You get a whole $1.
Well, I get that important yen.
You do.
Into my pocket.
Ed has
Thank
a
you.
trade house there, so he gets paid back for me using it. I'm going to execute that action. So I actually have a 5 power action there. So I am going to get this, which is 3T.
And that just goes away.
That
at
goes away.
point,
It's
right?
removed from the game. No one can take that anymore. Now I also am going to get to build there. I have 1 shop left, so I'm going to build my shop. I'm going to get 3 fish.
That's the universal for.
3
I agree with
fish.
that.
And that's
right.
2. That's
that's
a
a third
third
one.
fish.
3rd fish. Very good. And then I'm going to execute my 5 gears, and I'm going to take this newspaper, which I was hoping Edward wasn't really
I
after.
couldn't. And what does it do?
Because you rushed there, right? That's why. You were trying to block me.
Well, no, because I wanted to get the trade house there because I knew I was going to get paid.
The newspaper allows me to place workers in 4 areas instead of 3 if I would like during the placement step.
Oh, that's cute. That
That's
requires workers, though, or assistants.
You're about to see the master plan unfold here, sir. So I pick up these 4 guys. They're my guys. They're assistants. That's what they're called.
Right.
And then before the end of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to fulfill this Netherlands order, which is going to cost a fish and a tree and some silk. It's going to give me 5 points. So yes, see, even I can get on the board. Take that.
5 points. Well done.
More importantly, for my plans here, I get this coveted Netherlands foreign agent, which
Nice, Brandon.
is the
Fish.
only one.
No
So
points. No,
got
you
it.
did get points. Well done. Good job. All right. All right. So we refill both of those.
refill, yeah.
Right. And actually, we should have.
It's okay. I didn't want that anyway.
It's all right. Pat? And Amanda, you're up.
Sorry,
Technically,
Brian.
that would go to the other side first.
The tram is coming over here to the laboratory side.
And Stagecoach, what do those 2 do while Amanda contemplates her turn? No, not the points.
The stagecoach is actually pretty cool, useful. It's you can move your president over areas occupied by other president markers without paying. So you can move through with that. The tram is maybe better, maybe. You can move your president to any area except for areas occupied by other presidents. So this
It
card
just teleport.
allows you to move without having adjacent assistance.
Okay.
It is more expensive. It costs 5 technology.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put my 3 guys out. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move her here. That gives me 2. I'm gonna take this card.
It's almost like she had a plan. I mean, that
Almost.
was laid out. Will you clear your
a
assistant,
second.
please? Oh, yes, ma'am.
Or
And I
other.
will
Nope,
like
it's
it.
the other one.
Thank you.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of low-hanging fruit for me.
Seems like what you would grab, right?
That would be 4, wouldn't it? is that short-sighted? Just points? I mean, points are the goal of the game. So what I'm thinking is I need fish for something that I'm trying to do. So I could do that. The lowest church is 4, which I could set 2 there and then come over, and then I could discard things to move up in the church, which then allows me to place more stuff. Ooh. You know what? We will do that. So I'm going to take 2 assistants, put them here in the church, and again, this might be short-sighted. We will see. She's just going to mosey on over, come over here to the church. So that's going to be a 4 power, which first off allows me to place a store. I will go ahead and take... okay, so I'm looking for the silk. So there's silk here and silk over there, which I am nowhere near. Whereas I got copper down here in the... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take 2 silk for putting that out there. And that happens at the end of my turn to where it doesn't count for power right now, correct? Or is it... How does that work?
No, you get to... It's funny, we've actually looked at this multiple times. You get to do the construction at the... before you...
So technically that would be 5 power?
You cannot... You get that at the end of your
At the
turn.
end, so I don't get this yet. Okay, so I have 4 power here. So I will go ahead and go 5... And so I will spend that silk for 5, and I will spend this fish for 6. So that's a total of 6 church here. And that comes from my usable.
You're usable.
Right?
Yep.
So that's coming from here to be able to go up here into 6. So that goes here, and other people can score this area or cannot.
They can never go there. So that space is covered.
6 is locked.
Yep.
So then I get to place 2 more things, and I will peg 5 points.
Correct.
So I will come over here, grab 2 more assistants. And
No, it goes that way, actually.
Oh, see, I always do
See.
this.
I'm not a huge fan of the scoring track. I was at 8, 5
this
points.
Should be at...
No, she got 10, so that was,
you're right.
straight
You're
across. And 5 to 13. So I just spent my fish, and these can go anywhere, right? Out here on the board. So, I was looking at the port, so I will just go ahead and place them there. I'm cool with that. So that is this. Got my points for that. Then I will go ahead and place that, which then gives me 2 silk. And the turn of the yellow player is complete. There's my resources. Everyone drives home in a Cadillac. Matt, you're up. Cool.
All right. I'm going to place 2
Roger that, Jack. That makes sense.
at the bank.
Okay.
I'm going to move
Oh, and I have to clear these 3. They
to
come
the
back.
bank.
Okay.
So that gives me a power of 5 there.
So you're gonna
And 3 fish.
5 money and 3 fish.
5 money, 3 fish. And most importantly,
Do you want to place anything?
I sure do.
Okay, just checking. 6 points for red. And now he's going to get a buck whenever anyone goes there. Not when he goes there, but when anyone else does, right?
Correct.
Matt, your homies from the streets. B?
I'm up. I can place 4 now, and guess what? I have 4 to place. Gentlemen. I have a sneaking suspicion that Matt's going to be right in my way come next turn. So I am going to place 1 here in the employment agency because I need that power this turn. I'm going to drop 1 back off here. I'm going to put...
Oh, and I paid these. These come back. So for those that haven't played it at home, is the game starting to make sense for you? And is it clear? Are you guys able to make it out and everything?
Okay. I got 4 out, and I'm going to go here to the employment agency. I'm going to take a 4 power action that allows me to build if I want. Unfortunately, I'm out of stuff to build, but I do get to take 3 things off the board, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take 1 house,
A store.
And one store and one warehouse,
For 6?
trade house, and
Wow.
paid 6 money. And then I'm also going to take 2 assistants.
So are those 3s and not 5s?
They're
Yeah?
3s, yeah.
They're 3s.
I actually had to
Oh.
put a money back because I actually thought they were 2s.
Well,
so
they can be whatever we agree that they are.
It
So
says
we're calling
3
them
on it.
3s. Okay. They do say 3 on them, huh? Okay. All right. Good to know.
okay, and my turn is wrapped up.
Oh, are they 3s?
They're 3s.
Then I'll take just to make
Yeah,
sure. It's
it says very clearly 3 yen.
Yeah, I cheated.
I thought they were
I thought they
5s.
were 2s, and I
Okay.
picked it up, and I was like, oh, better put this back before
Right.
someone notices I have extra money.
I didn't have enough money.
Okay, let's see.
Cool. Good to hear, Jack. All right. Thanks. Mission accomplished in that case, then.
3. All right, I'm gonna place my 3 guys out.
This is going to be a game that benefits from like playing it a few times in a given
Definitely.
week, just
Yep.
like keeping it out on your table so you don't have to mess with setup.
Yep.
Although I will say the only real hard part of setup, and I say hard in quotes, is just putting out the order of
Sure.
all of these things, putting the cards on, putting the imports. But at least this part of setup is done,
Yeah,
right?
pretty
I mean,
easy.
that's super, super easy. So there's that.
1, 2,
You sure?
3. Now I'll move this up
Here I am worried about Matt being in my way. It looks like Amanda's going to be right in my way.
4,
Yeah, they're definitely boxing in here. It feels like.
3 silk. Whoops. And I can build. So I'm gonna build my house. Get a point and 2 money, please. And I'm done.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking here is that would be worth 5 in import. And imports do what again for you, B?
Imports, you can trade in to go to the customs, which is here. This allows you to get on this board.
That's right. Yep, that's the main.
They're also
thing,
worth
right?
a point each at the end of the game. The
Yeah.
big thing is getting on this board, though.
All right, cool. So with that said, I will go ahead and take 2 of my assistants and place them up here in the port. And no, I won't. I'm just kidding. I'm going to place 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and place 1 here.
If you're worried about it, you could have used the canal to get across.
Well,
would
no,
rather
because
use-
I would have to go through there because I
Oh,
wouldn't
through
have
me,
yeah,
right.
which that would pay $2 and I don't or 2 yen and I don't want to do that. There and then I will go ahead and go there. So even I'm trying to plan for the future. Well, you know what? Instead of that one, we'll actually put it here, and we'll go ahead and get some fish. That's only 3. Zutler. Okay, hold on. All right. Yeah, why not go for the short-term benefit and then the long-term next turn? So I'm actually only going to place 2 there. Yep, I will go ahead and move my flapper girl over for a total of 4, which allows me to get 4 fishies. 3 and 4. Then I get to place a building. I will place a store, and it's a tough choice, but 4 points for yellow, please. And these 3 homies come back. Done. What am I supposed to do with all of these, Brandon?
It's definitely water, Jack. Definitely.
Cool. Awesome, Rob. Glad to hear it. Brian says it also changes the strategy you come into the game with from game to game. If a particular location is extra juicy, you might change up what you aim for.
Man, the variability makes this game awesome. Play to play, it makes it so different. That's one of my favorite things.
Which
about
is good.
this game.
I mean, a game like this is going to hinge on that,
Sure.
or else it would get terribly samey. And I think this is actually a really good idea.
I'm going to try something here. I'm not sure exactly what all it does, but I'm excited to try it.
So, ooh, all right.
I'm going to go 1, 2.
Are you just running in circles over here? I'm pretty sure you have not gone to any other tiles.
This is the first time I've been to this one.
Okay.
So I'll go over there.
Okay, so he went this way. He didn't technically go through Amanda.
Oh, that's right. You need imports over there. So maybe I don't go there.
But you're setting up for when you get an import.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that, Edward.
No, apparently not. I was trying to help him out. And where the canal is placed makes a big difference. Yeah, this, because that's kind of your avoid everybody area, right?
So we'll go.
One of my biggest complaints about the canal is there isn't a rule that says it can't be on the edge. So if you're truly setting up random, it's wasted in about half of the games. Which I wish there was a rule that said it can't be on an edge.
Really?
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 He just did 4 turns in one.
300 turns. Yeah, so many turns.
Asher's chasing rabbits and asleep in the background and snoring.
Oh.
No. Take your time.
We'll let you take your time.
All right, I'll go there.
He's going to
That's
the
a power-
laboratory.
That's a power of 3,
It is.
and I can up it
With money.
with money if I so choose. And that's up here. Which one do I like?
You can also afford this one
Yeah.
if you up it.
Does that count that technology card?
No. Good try, though.
Valiant effort, sir.
I'll take the university and that's 3, and that's what I was at anyway. So
Okay,
I don't even
cool.
have to up it to take that one.
There you go, Matt.
That's exactly what we've done
What
with
is
it,
that?
guys, is house ruled the canal and made
Once
it
per
so it
turn,
can't
you
go
may
on the
gain a
outside.
worker from your warehouse by paying 1 yen.
Okay, cool. So you're saying if the canal ends up on one of the
We
edges,
move it.
you just move
Right,
it?
because
Okay.
I like it to be in the middle. It gives people more
And
options.
it just came out this way. I mean, this was truly random-ish.
All right.
Totally randomish.
Totally randomish.
Well, what we did, we switched a couple of them to where the port and the church were on this side, and the dock and the custom house were on that side, but that's all we did. Everything else was random. Plus, you're talking, I was helping set up, and I wasn't familiar with how everything worked, so it was pretty random in that respect. Build out on the sides first, shuffle in the canal, and then fill in the center tiles. Oh, that's pretty clever.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at the big brain on Brian.
What am I going to need here?
uh,
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I feel. So I get a place 4.
Hold on, do you
remember,
go
because
anywhere? Are you just doing a circle?
I am. This is all
Okay.
kind of part of my master plan here.
Okay, all right, just checking.
Can we get another factory card here?
Oh,
Okay.
fine.
Just so I can see.
Refill, yes. So yes, we know the word is refill, but because of the player aid mistake in the original edition of Wildcatters, the player aid said refill.
Refill, I
So
like
it stuck. So
Yes.
now we refill the board.
Okay, I am going to go. I'm going to go move up here to the port.
Your roll, you must slow it again.
I know,
Oh, you're
sorry.
you're taking the low hanging
So I got
fruits.
2. So I'm going to get a 2 power or up to a low here. And I'm going to take this United States, please. I like that. That's very nice. And that'll get refilled. I'm actually not done with my turn.
But you can't take another, could you?
So you can take another if you pay 2 or an import.
Aha.
So I could actually take a second, except I'm real broke, so I can't.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and refill that.
But I am, however, going to use my foreign agent to take a second action here. So I'm going to flip that over, and that signifies that it's used. I'm going to execute the research center here with 3 power. So I have 2 assistants, plus I have a shop there. So I get to purchase something up to 3. I could still buy up points, but I'm really not interested in doing that. I kind of just want, so let's make sure on this before I'm not going to take that one. I'm going to take this one that says it's the language school. When you fulfill an order, you get 1 money. So now I have a second technology card as well.
All right.
And these workers come off the board.
Yes,
and you are going to make
I
the
get
money.
paid.
Sir. You do get paid.
On. Yay, research. Oh, hey, we're up to 4 yen now. Squirrel?
Okay. I'm going to place 2 guys in the copper mine.
You owe Matt a yen.
For going through there.
Yep.
Take a buck.
And then, so I have 4 here because of my
Correct.
house.
Oh, you know what? I should have taken 1 more fish then because of my house, my store there. So I'm gonna.
You should have, absolutely.
1 more.
And Jack is making it very important that agent didn't count as a power. So
Right,
I
I
only
noticed
count
that
what's
it was
on the board.
2
Correct. 2 plus my
assistants
house.
and that was it. I noticed that because I was like, wait, oh right, it doesn't count as an agent, right?
Yeah,
Or
and that's
as a-
one
as a
there's
president.
questions about in almost every
and
game.
I should have got a
Okay.
buck for that too.
You should have.
No, you should have.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And he got
I'm not yellow.
Right, I just got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep, I got it. We're good. Good looking out. No, I appreciate
was-
it. I know you were looking out for you.
I
and
was.
Just so happened.
It just so happened it was you.
All right, I'm going to fulfill this card. 2 fish, 2 clay, and a silk.
Yep.
It's 8 points.
Great googly moogly.
And
I did give Amanda the favorite on this.
an
28.
import good.
Oh, very nice.
And the British foreign agent.
Nice.
And how many British are left right
There's
now?
There's 2 available still.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes it easier.
Thank you. All right. But I don't think I want to use it yet.
Okay. Wow, she has 2 of those.
Done.
All right. All right. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and. You know, I don't even need to. I could. That would be 5, which is what my goal is. I'm gonna just use 2 dudes here for this, and I'm gonna place them both. Oh, I didn't take that. Get out!
Sorry, that's what you get. You got money over here, so you shouldn't be mad at me.
Okay. Well, I will actually take 3 instead because you have to vacate. So 1 there, 1 there, and yeah, let's go ahead and plan for the future and just throw it out there. Why not? I will pay 1 yen for going through the canal. So there, and then I will go ahead and go there. Red gets a yen for that. As a reminder, see, team player.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and take Trace Yeno.
No, you're just like a big one. Here you go.
Or, yeah, which is 3 yen. So now we're up to
Chunk.
6 yen, which is really nice on that. Plus, I still get all those dudes. And we're set up for next turn. I'm happy about that. Cool.
I like it.
And looking at this also, now, Brandon's got to get out of here. He cannot stay there. So that means Matt cannot go there because Brandon goes after him. So then I'm looking at this. Okay, Amanda could conceivably come around to go there, but she has no agents there. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have to fear. I know I will be able to go there for my next turn.
All right, I'm going to use this once per turn thing. I'm just going to pay a yen.
So Matt's paying a yen to take an assistant from his warehouse and put it in his supply.
And then I'm going to take 2 dudes. I'm going to put those 2 dudes right there.
Sitting on the dock of the bay. Here we go again.
No.
Actually,
No, we'll go there for.
Is it me or dude?
I will
Changing
do
that
too.
fan has made a world of difference in here.
it's
hasn't
better
it?
for sure.
Wow.
I wonder if they can hear it. Can they hear it?
No, hold on. They can't hear it on the podcast, and that's what we have it on. So, but then again, Amanda can
Instead of
remove
putting-
that sound. So there's that.
All right, so I did 1, 2, 3 instead and went there. Sorry.
It's okay. That's fine. You want to change it?
Yeah, because I realized I only needed the low. So I'm gonna take this guy here.
I'm glad you're here, Brandon. I'm glad you could come up, dude. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, enjoying it for sure.
You're done?
And I am done, so.
All right, here, and we need to refill.
All right, so I'm back up. No one got in my way, which I'm thankful for. I get a fill with 4, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to place 1 there.
Brian says, hey, Amanda, go there next turn, just to spite me.
And I'm going to place 1 in the employment agency. What else do I need? I need some other stuff. Oh my gosh, I need a bazillion stuffs. I think I'm going to go...
Okay, just making sure I'm going to the right place.
I think I'm going to go ahead and go to the bank, and I'm going to go to the customs.
No, Jack, real quick here, before you move, real quick, just to show, no, I switched it up. I originally was going to, but I was still going to have to pay, so I took that one instead. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and go to the copper mine, and I will execute 4 power, because I have my Witchema here, and I will take a 2 of this here's copper. And
You're showing your ass, Brandon.
sorry about that. It's butts up. All right, let's see. Am I going to do a thing? That's the question. Can't do all the things. I could do this thing. That would give me a thing.
A lot of things.
It's a lot of things, guys. Sorry. I'm going to do a thing. It's going to be a little tricky. Is it? It's going to be a little tricky here.
Wait, what? Hold on. Does Edward have to pay 1 yen to place his worker where Brandon's president was?
Yes.
Brandon?
Yeah, did you, if you would have, did you place some of these guys? Come
yeah,
on, give me the money.
did.
Thank
So,
you, whoever this is.
Because your president was there.
My president was there.
So
it
even
costs
to
you.
place an assistant, that's right.
Got
I
it.
forgot that.
Now I have a money, guys. Thank you. Look,
that's
one
what
money.
That's what the peanut gallery is there for.
I like it.
Is the cover
They're looking
my
out
butt.
for me.
Yeah, right.
I
we're
didn't
good.
pay.
We're
Here,
good.
Edward, you're right. You're at the bank. There you go. You get it back because I placed at the bank.
That works out. So I'll get that one.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to complete this here order. It's 3 fish and a copper.
Okay. How many
3
points
fish
is
and a
that,
copper.
sir?
I'm gonna get 2 points.
Woo! Slow down now.
My people are here. That's where they're at. My people are here. And
this allows you to what?
guess what?
Place
I'm going to pull a
students?
mat. I apologize. I'm going to go backwards in time and not do that because that will leave me with no people. That will be a real problem. No assistance. Just kidding, Ed. Just kidding.
So you get the buck back. Then.
No, the buck.
You're still doing
the
that?
buck is
Okay,
fine.
all right,
I'm
cool.
still doing that. I'm just
Oy
not
vey,
fulfilling that order.
Jamil.
So this should actually
2
go
points.
backwards 2 points. Okay,
All right.
and you're up, ma'am.
Okay.
So you just chose not to fulfill it.
You
did
correct.
The same
I was
turn.
going to fulfill it.
Gotcha.
I just
Okay.
I don't want to
That's
have
not bad.
no people
No,
after
Matt,
next turn.
you would have redone 3 moves. No, I'm just messing, Matt. I'm totally just.
And
No,
all this bit is like, do I put 2 or 3?
I know. I'm just totally messing.
And now I forgot about the term import.
The what?
The import you had to get rid of.
The import.
In customs.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
That I
Gotcha.
didn't have. So.
Right. Too funny. High level play we have here.
That's us, man. Impressive stuff.
Isn't it? That's right. Here in Chinatown, you can buy imports. Don't forget about that, Matt.
It's way on the other side of the map I've never been to.
Right.
It's not part of his circle.
Right.
He hasn't been to that part of Yokohama.
Yeah, I'm actually exploring.
It's not my
more of
hood.
the
My
city.
hood ain't over
Right.
there. My hood's over here.
Right. That is a obnoxious ring. That is massive. I just noticed that.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah,
she
it's-
says.
it's
That's an obnoxious
massive.
ring. Thanks, she says.
That's the look she was going for.
It was. No, I like it. I like it.
I bet it leaves a hell of a mark too.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
right.
that's
Yeah,
3,
I would like
so
to.
I get 2 silk.
I would like to not find out. All right, that it?
Unfortunately.
All right. So I will go ahead and place 3 of these guys. Oops.
You all should go back in time where we have no points.
3. So I will go ahead here. So that's going to be a 5er for me. I will go ahead and start working ahead. Start working that. And then she will come here to the port. That's 5. So that means I get an import. So
You do.
this just goes away.
Yep.
I take an import.
You're also going to get 3 extra points for having a 5 power there.
Awesome. Yellow. All right. And
Need
I...
a card.
Yep. Ah, that is really, really poor. Nope, I'm not going to pull what you guys do. I'm not going to back it up. So I can take any of these because of the fact that it's up there on the highest one, right?
Correct.
I can't fulfill any of them right now. Well, I guess I could this one, but that's actually... it's a Dutch one, though. I like the idea. Either this one or this one makes the most sense. You know what? I will go ahead and take that guy right there, the new one that just came out, and that goes into my hand with... Yep. Or the British. Hold on. Nope, I'm done. That's it. So I will take these 4 dudes back, bring them back into my hand. Fini. Unfortunately, I was an idiot. I don't have a building to be able to build right there. So, boo on me. I could have done it in a different order. But I'll live with it. That's all right.
I know what I'm doing this time, so.
I don't believe you. Prove
well
it.
Done, sir.
I'm going to put 2 there, but I'm going to move him up here.
Okay.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get 2 T's. 2 T's again, which then will allow me to complete this guy here for 3 T and 3 silk and 11 points.
Nice.
And also a German.
German foreign agent.
He's right here in the end.
Is there any more German agents?
None. We're out.
Son of a...
You just foiled Edward's
Is there
plan.
any 3-word phrase you'd like to say?
Nope.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want to get up and take it. That's the whole reason.
All right, well, the bad news is Amanda is right in my way.
Yes.
Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to get tricky. That's right.
Ooh.
I said I'm going to get tricky.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to
All of a
go
sudden,
here
I hear Run DMC
I'm going
in
to
my
double,
You're
exactly.
not
I'm
the
going to
only
double place in the employment agency.
Okay. But you're not going there.
I'm not
'cause
going
you
there.
can't make it.
I could because I can move
Oh,
through
right,
there,
right,
but
right.
I'm not doing that.
And just to reiterate, buildings do not count for passing through, correct?
Correct, that's
All right,
correct.
good.
Only
Or
assistance.
stores.
I'm going to move to the bank. So Matt's going to get him money here because
Yep.
he has a warehouse or a trade house.
Yep.
I'm going to execute 3 power, which is going to give me 3 monies, which is awesome.
How do you know that, Christopher?
You can tell.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am going to pick up my 2 little workers here. Okay. Now, on the back side, on the back side, I'm going to finish up an order. I have this United States order here, which is going to allow me to spend 3 fish and a copper and gain 2 points. 2 points. And it allows me to place 2 dudes. So I'm going to place 2 dudes here in the employment agency.
Wow.
When I fulfill an order, I get a money. So I get a money.
Okay.
And I also now get a U.S. agent. I'm going to also utilize this U.S. agent to take a 5 power action in the employment agency.
Oh, well, there goes that idea.
So the 5 power
Excuse me.
action. Uh-oh, here we go. What's he doing?
He gets a glory to Rome and I didn't.
I like it.
Glory to Rome.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was actually coming over here to get that customs
Okay,
one.
so there's a 5
that
power
turn.
action, so I'm going
I
to
thought,
get to...
oh, there's no way you
I'm gonna
can stop me.
get an import.
Except there is.
Slowing you down.
Oh,
I get an
you
import.
gotta be kidding me.
I get to
dude.
take a 5-point action. I'm going to get to add a trade house there. That's 7.
This dude cheats like a fish.
I don't know about any of that. I am also going to... I get more stuff. What else was I supposed to get? Oh, I get to buy things. I get to buy up to 4 things.
They did, Jack.
I get to buy up to 4 things. I have 4 money. I am going to buy 1 house.
A store.
A store,
Right.
yep,
Yep.
a store. That costs 2. And then I'm going to buy 3 workers out of my pool and
For
make
free.
sure that I don't have a whole bunch of problems with that going forward. And that was a long turn.
That was a hell of a turn.
But it was a good turn.
I'm a little bit jealous. A little bit. Well done.
Yeah, I like it.
And you even got a glory to Rome out of it. Well, there's that.
Yes, he did get a money for me
Yep.
going to the bank.
Yep.
If you
did.
if you could look at his
I got
player,
bunches of
he
money.
has like 70 money. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan
Thereabouts.
is here,
Yep.
but
Wow.
Yeah, that putting that guy on the bank was a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna put
that's
two
so
guys on the bank.
smart.
Move this. Oh, I can't move that
Yeah.
over there.
You,
Well,
and even if you put those guys there, you have to pay me, right?
you got to pay
Yep.
me.
Oh, you. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Each,
I keep
right?
thinking.
One yen
I think I'm
each.
all the colors. I am
Right.
all the colors.
Right, or just red.
okay, so I can't do that.
Well, you could do that. You
But
just
I
may
don't
not want
do
to.
that.
How's that?
Okay, fine. And we'll do one there. And
You can
one.
place 3, remember.
Well, I only have 2 guys.
Oh, well, in theory, you
Welcome
can
to
place...
my world.
Right.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go here to customs.
Okay.
So that's 3. I have 2 imports
Yep.
to give away. I
Okay.
get 4 points because I'm carrying out a customs action.
Yes, ma'am. You're blue. 1,
And you
2.
get to go to the 2 custom area.
Yep, you got to put. Oh, but she has no workers. That's a problem for her.
Oh.
Probably not going to want to do that. You,
Okay,
you
well,
have
then
to have
I'll
an
keep-
assistant.
Then
to
I'll
put
hold
there.
one back.
So to get one of your customs
So
back.
that's only 1.
There you go.
that I'm
Right.
spending.
And now you can place on one of the 2 ones.
Yep. either
Which...
of these.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
want to do this one that gives me money because I don't.
Are you sure? Because this allows,
one allows you to
take
get more
workers
things.
out. So
That's
you're
true.
in trouble with assistance.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's
Give me
taking the
2.
first space, which is 5 points.
And you already gave me my 4, right?
yep, did.
Okay. So there's
And
that.
you get 2 assistants. You're if you
Or
want
you could
assistants,
take shops.
right?
I
Right.
want 2 assistants because I have 1 yen.
All right, done.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Then. Okay, then
Hey,
I'm
Mira,
gonna
welcome.
take my German foreign agent
Okay, and use that.
and get a T.
1 T.
Oh, no T.
Got it? It's a little far for you.
Yeah,
I
right.
have no
T-Rex
arms.
arms. Right.
Okay, now I'm done.
All right. Well, things have not quite worked out how I wanted them to. Oh, that works out. So we will go ahead and come over here and take 3 guys out, leaving me 2. So then we're going to go 1 here, 1 here, and then 1 there. So Flapper Lady will come on down. So 4 items allows me to then purchase 3,
Mhm.
right? All right, so here, so we will go ahead and buy... Yeah, I'm going to get a building for 2
Okay.
there, and then a building for 2. So there, spend 3, get 1 back, and then I get 1 more, so we'll go ahead and bring out another assistant there.
Okay.
Spend that, and then I will take one of said buildings and bring it out here and place it out there, which points are nice, T is nice. I'm setting myself up to be able to get T up here, so I really don't need it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the 4 points because the buildings come out after you're done for the action, so that allowed me to buy the building, the store to be able to place it out there. So
Correct.
4 points for yellow, please.
4 points for yellow.
And got my guys back, got a couple bucks, we got a store.
Now,
We're good.
I really want to thank you for your patronage there, sir.
You're
you
welcome.
utilize that, so I get free money.
All right.
Now, there's a question from Matt. I'm not really clear on
Assistant
it.
for customs track can come from the customs action board.
Like, so it could have come from here.
No, maybe. I don't know. I think you pick up, the last thing you do, Matt, is you pick up your stuff. So you wouldn't have access to that until you pick it up. But we can look into it.
So Matt, your turn, and if so, then that would allow Amanda, but it's not going to affect any action. So
I'll look really quick.
Okay, yeah,
my
just
turn.
double
It's not
check.
for a minute.
All right, cool.
I'm going to go here. And
No, those are 3s, Christopher.
Move
They're
down
not
there.
5s.
How are you? So if you move through Amanda, you're going to have to pay her.
That's fine.
She's got 900 money.
Right. He doesn't
Money.
even miss it.
I don't care.
Right.
And I did get a yen for Ed's patronage of the employment agency.
I get $3 for doing a 5-power move there.
What are you doing? No, you get 3 points.
It was the thing on it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
$3.
Discard a number of imports from your hand, then place an assistant from the customs area or your hand onto any
so Amanda
occupied
could've.
space.
You could have.
Okay, so that is a specifically different thing.
It probably
on that.
works the same for the church.
I
because
would
the
imagine
rules-
so.
the rules
So if
are
that's
the
the case, Amanda, if you wanted, you could have taken one of the
No,
2
it's
spots.
okay. I don't want to backtrack that.
No,
far.
it's not a big deal. What that means is you would get more points and you would have to put one of your assistants back. That's all it would be.
Okay, then I'll do that.
So
I get
put one of those guys back. Good. You pay the other, and then we move this guy over to
to
that
there,
one.
and I get
the difference,
5
which
more
is
points.
5 points. Right. So 42. Cool. Good call. Way to be on the ball, Matt.
Okay,
Thanks.
did you
Yep.
get your 3 points for the 5-power action?
I haven't yet.
Okay,
So
you're going to get 3 points there.
Okay.
Where are you? 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And then
Yep. Church 2, Matt says. Thank
Okay.
you, Church
Thank
Wall.
No,
See it.
that didn't work. Right
No,
at
no,
all.
that his last name is
I
R-O-Y.
understand what it is.
Wall,
That's
right?
why you.
Maybe he's
then I'm
French
gonna
or
go ahead
French
and build on
Canadian.
that as well.
Okay.
There.
I don't know.
I guess that's 2
It's
goods.
2 of
2 goods
any-
of your choice.
Any
Right.
choice.
So I am going to get a T
And yes, it does
a
work the same
silk,
for the church.
and I'm going to choose to take this one right here.
Which, because you did all the way up, you have your
Yeah.
choice of any of them.
Yep. And I guess getting those, I can use those to fulfill this, right?
Yeah, you at the end, you
Yeah,
absolutely
so
can fulfill
I've
that
got
right away.
2 fish and a T,
Yep.
which gets me another point. It's just 1 point, but more importantly, it lets me take something from here out.
Nice.
Which there's another trading house for
Right.
5.
For
Is it?
5.
Okay,
Yep.
nice.
And yeah, that's good. And those
Perfect.
all come back.
Wow.
Peanut Gallery on the ball today. Way to go. Ah.
Oh,
All right,
I'll
take
pay.
care,
I'm
John.
gonna pay $1 to get another
Enjoyed
dude
it.
out as well.
Okay. Because he has so much money. Now he doesn't have as much, but
So much money. All right, well, I don't want to do it, but I really want that import that's on the silk mill. So
where, help me out. Point.
it's
right
here.
here. Okay.
So I'm going to place 1 there.
Okay.
I am going to place.
You
guys
probably
are
ought to
all
start
in the
working
way.
on the employment agency again. Just
Hey, you just don't worry about the employment agency over here. All right, I'm going. Let's see. Matt's in the dock. That's not any good for me. I don't really like that. I'm going to come to back here to the research center, here to the port, and then with my 4th, my extra, I'm going to.
place 4.
I can place 4. I'm going to come here to the copper mine. I'm going to go ahead and move my president to the silk mill and execute a 5-power action. That's going to give me a free import. And 4 silk. Now, I could place a house there if I wanted, but, and this is a problem with the deluxe version, I can't see. That's only worth 1 point. I think I'm going to...
Oh, because they're so big and chunky,
Exactly.
you can't see
Yeah, I
over
can't
it.
see
Oh,
over
it's
them.
the epitome of
First
first
world
world
problem.
If there's only a
right?
top-down view, you
For
could look
sure.
over it.
I know, right?
Okay, I went ahead and I took my 4. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to fulfill this here Great Britain order on the back side of my turn. It's going to cost me
housed.
a T, a silk, and 3 copper. T, a silk, and 3 copper. That's going to give me 9 points.
Don't thump me.
And I'm going to get another import here. And it is Amanda's turn.
Oh, that's all?
That's it.
Okay, let's see here. Don't forget to take back your peeps.
Oh yeah, I need my peeps. Look at all these guys.
Let's see here.
You know, I could do that. It's not a terrible idea. Yes. Stay on target. No, my turn is. Just don't deviate.
Oh, I'm retroactively here. I get a money when I complete an order. Sorry about that.
So I'm gonna go here.
Sorry, chat.
And then go this way. So
And
I
you
don't
owe-
pay anybody.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So your question is, who do you want to pay?
Matt has Matt has such a large stack of money. He has 2 stacks going.
Yeah.
So in other words, another
don't
buck,
need more,
he won't,
actually. I've only
he
got the
won't-
1 stack.
He doesn't need it, whereas Brandon probably does.
I don't need it. I have a big stack too. You're the only broke one.
I have a
Right
couple.
here, I'll pay Brandon.
Yes.
And I'll get 5 money.
5 money.
And you can place a building.
Goodness.
I don't have one.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. All right. So
Hang on
for
a
my.
second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
Nope. And then, let me see, am I done?
Oh, because you have your foreign agents, right? Gotcha.
I only
Or
have
foreign
one.
agent
Just-
singular,
I have one
right?
left.
Yeah, Brian. My deluxe version is too deluxe.
It's a big problem. It's a big problem.
All right, cool. So on my turn, I'm just going to go ahead and use 2 of my dudes here. So we'll go ahead, place them out here in the tea plantation. I'm kind of in my own little world on this side, so we will follow that path. Boom, there's 5. That gives me a custom. Or an import, sorry, not a customs. So that, I will then take 5 tea. Holy cow, that's a lot of tea. Here, it's easier for me to reach this way. Not T-Rex arms, but the angle of the dangle. 3, 4, and 5. Put that back. Okay, so there's that. Then I get to place a building by doing so. I will then take 2 bricks. Oh, wait. I can take 3. They're not bricks. Sorry, copper.
Copper.
I will take 3 copper as well.
Looks like Colorado tea. That's what that looks like.
Right. Okay, so there's that. Wow, do we have? We are ready for bear. I'll show folks this now. So we have all these resources now. We're rocking and rolling, so we're going to go ahead and complete this. Oh, look! I have a German. Oh, there are none left because
Turn too late.
So 2T. Oh, wait. I thought I switched that. Sorry. Okay. So we have 2T and the German. Again, boo. 2T, a brick, and 2 silk. 6 points for yellow and 2 money. 6 points for yellow.
Somebody
6 points for yellow.
30.
30.
And 2 money. So I'll go ahead and take a 3. Turn the 1 in. And I'm spent, other than taking these guys back home. Done. Matt, you're up. So there we go. We still got a lot of dudes here now and a fair bit of money. Now we just got to work on buildings. Okay. And again, what are the in-game triggers? It is when we try and refill one of those tracks with cards, we cannot.
Only the dock and port, not the technology cards.
Okay.
Or if there's ever 6 meeples on the church or the customs.
Okay.
Or if someone builds all their trade houses, which the way Matt is acquiring money, it's possible that could be our trigger. So you guys want to watch that.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Kabuki Kid's like, I miss Jack. Remember Jack?
He died on the Titanic. Yep.
Yeah.
She couldn't have made room.
Plenty of room. On
Seriously.
The door. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm just going to do what I was really going to do and put 2 dudes there. Move over there and
That's
get...
4. So you get 2 copper. Are you going to place a building, sir?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay. All right. So that's that for that. Anything else?
Not currently.
Okay. B.
I am out of orders, which is a bad thing.
And building all the shops also ends at Ben reminds us.
This seems helpful. could go here. I'm gonna go there. I like this. And I need stuff. I do need stuff. I need some copper. I'm gonna go here. I might need to go here. And I probably need to go here. So I'm gonna do all that.
Did you just place like 16?
4. I get to do
agents?
4. It's magic. I'm gonna move to the dock and take a 2 action, so I get a low. I'm gonna take Great Britain. Should I do Great Britain? I'm gonna do Great Britain. I got it.
It was a necklace, but sure.
Yeah, right.
It's still
Don't
funny.
judge.
It
Don't
doesn't.
judge.
It doesn't ruin the.
Refill.
I don't want to say it because that ruins the joke, and that was really funny.
All right, Amanda's up. Building all the shops, so still does.
Right,
Really?
yeah,
Is that right? That's
I
right.
said that, but you were
He was
involved.
busy.
I was busy. I was
It's okay.
thinking.
No, and I realize it takes a lot of concentration.
Hey.
No, I'm not being mean. I'm
Sorry,
being-
I got this. I got this.
Oh, he's killing me. I'm gonna finish.
What
dead
am I
last.
doing? Look at me. I'm 10 points behind you.
Hold on. I'm also looking at all your stuff that you can. I've completed 2 contracts and I have 1 mining technology. Womp. I do have a lot of stuff, though.
Stuff is important.
Yeah, stuff is important.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
put
know
2
what I need to do.
in the laboratory. Move my guy over. That gives me 4,
Yep.
and I will take the textile mill.
Textile mill. She's going silk selling.
And you can place a building. Don't
I have
forget.
1.
Oh, sorry. Not
Give
being
me
mean. I was
technology.
actually reminding you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, so once per turn, I can turn in a silk for 2 money. So I'm going to turn in a silk for 2 money.
Okay.
Done.
All right. So for my turn, then I'm going to just take 2 assistants here, place them in one area. So that one area will be right here, and then we're gonna backtrack. So that is 3, which allows me to purchase 2 buildings. So those 2 things, I should say. So they will be 2 shops for 4 money, which is 3 yen because it says 3 yen and 4, and I'm spent. That's it. Matt, you're up.
Everybody's in my way.
There was probably Jetsam as well. Ben says, I wouldn't even look at points until people get to 80 or 90. We've always scored in the 140 range. I think he's bragging. I think that's humble brag right there. A little more or less, but that's at 2 and 3 players. Bomb MK says, didn't Mythbusters prove that the door or whatever she was on did not have the buoyancy for 2 people? Oh, okay. Wow, we're going deep on
That is
Titanic today, aren't
deep.
we? I love the peanut gallery.
1,
Yeah, Jetsam, Flotsam is the
2,
junk, right?
No idea what you're talking
3.
about.
So I'm gonna move through there. So I gotta spend the buck to do so.
Do you even notice that?
I do now.
Okay. Oh, and now he's a little thin on quiche. You get a no, you do. Yes, you do. Or is it only when
He does
other
not,
people?
only someone
when
else,
other
yeah.
people. Gotcha.
And I'm gonna get $2 back. So that was less about getting money and more about getting someplace else.
No, I just killed your dude. So.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to place 1 in the customs and a place in the
Wow.
silk mill.
Dude, being able to place 4 is really a huge deal.
Copper mine,
That's
it's a
okay.
big deal for sure.
It really is.
And the port here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move up to the copper mine and execute a 5-point action. I have a house plus 3 assistants and a president, so I'm going to get an import.
You know what? I did it again because I forgot. I have this, so it's 1 extra power, so I'll just take a dude.
Okay.
Golly.
I
I forget. That's the whole point of buildings, is it's extra
At
power,
5.
dude.
Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I get 3 copper. And take these guys back, and I'm done.
That's not nearly as sexy. That's about... There it is. Got it. Custom house and church are a huge amount of points. Spirals up quite a bit. Nothing like the look on the face of everyone when you score the 22 points. Fair enough. Thank you, Christopher. Flotsam, or is it flotsam or flotsam?
I think it's flotsam.
Flotsam, whatever. That stuff is floating. Jetsam is washed ashore. Hey, what's up, Tony? How you doing? Pomeranian? I always think of that as like Pomeranian, but not. That's sexism and ageism. Out of the way, lady, instead of women and children first. I guess you can make the argument it goes both ways, right?
Let's go both ways.
Okay, then I'm going to go here.
No, ma'am, you will not.
Dang it. I'm going to go there and then give me 2.
Shouldn't ever have taken as a... Yes, I forget that almost every time. Thank you. Good job. Not trying to cheat. I feel like I don't need to.
Ooh.
Flotsam. All right. Thank you, Dapper Fox. I appreciate the... I love that Dapper Fox, first thing that they say, it's flotsam.
Flotsam.
Right. It, like, phonetically, actually, just, Florence.
What does the postal system say? I can't read it.
Where? Help me out.
Research Center.
Right here.
Oh.
So that says you may place your president in any area occupied by another president. So
Thank you.
might be
Can I have
good.
that,
That's
please?
the
Might
one
be
you
good.
desperately need.
So I'm going to spend 2 money to get another gear to be able to get this.
Okay.
That gives me 2 Great Britain cards. Is there another Great Britain guy?
There is.
There is 2, in fact.
So what are these foreign agents that you speak of?
You'll have one eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I will.
Gonna turn in a silk for 2 money. Done.
All right. I am trying to remember. Right there. 3 would be mid. I think this is the whole don't overthink it, right? Stay on target type thing, I think. Yeah. So I will go ahead and take, unless I want one of the low, let me see. That also does, mid is 6 points. I don't know whether or not I should be looking at points at this point or more worried about other stuff. And I think the money... Nope. We're just going to go ahead and take 2. Stay on target. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 here in the port, and then we're going to come visit the port. Yeah. Amanda's hiding right there. Back that up. Can't go through there because I have no money.
Oh, no.
It's horrible, let me tell you. Well, shoot. Don't need that. I can't, I have no money. Wow. Well, I guess we'll take 3. And we'll
Jetsam
punt.
describes debris that was deliberately thrown overboard. So, as in, Jack became Jetsam when Rose was a selfish jerk.
I love our chat.
Use it in a sentence.
Oh, hey, this works. Actually, we'll just place 2.
Okay, you going trading?
Yeah, we're going to go trading. That actually, I have all these resources, so let's do that.
Okay.
We'll just come up here. So 3 allows me to do 3 trades. I'm going to pull these back now so I don't forget. There we go. So 3 trades. I have a ton of fish, which is only worth a couple bucks. I am planning on doing that. I'm allowed 3 trades. So there's 1 for $2.
Okay.
There is...
And you can sell, I believe you can sell any number of that. So if you wanted to sell all 3 of your copies.
Oh, you can't. Oh.
I better verify that. Someone in chat no, but I think that that's the case.
Okay, so you're saying selling 2 fish is 1 action?
Correct.
Okay, so if that's the case, that's going to be 4, and I will sell 2 tea as my 3rd action, 5, 6. Yeah. Double verify that, and then we will continue.
Oh no, it's only 1.
It's only 1.
Yep.
So we will sell 1 of each. So that's going to be a total of 4 right there.
Okay.
And I'm done. That's it.
4 monies. All
4
right.
monies.
Now you can pay to move through Amanda.
Right.
There.
Or, do other stuff.
No, just move through Amanda.
I should have gotten one more. Does that count as a power as well?
That does count as a
I
power.
should have got one more buck in the last turn then.
Look at Matt. Look at him go.
So technically you do get a buck for yourself
She
when it's
peeled
there.
his
It's just one
frozen
more power.
fingers from the door to jettison him to the deep, lighten her load.
Kind of makes a difference.
Welcome, Ryan.
Yes, that does indeed make a difference because I
She
need
deep
one more
sixed
buck
him.
one way or the other.
Froshman.
This is not what we meant by our cold, dead hands. Oh, boy. We're on a roll today.
You're going to have to pay Amanda if you do that.
2. Yeah, and that's what that other buck is important for.
Has the price of this game gone
3.
down at all? Last time I checked, import copies for $100.
We're gonna go
I don't think it's
through
gone
there
down that I know
to
of.
For the
there.
deluxe version, you're
Amanda
saying?
gets a buck.
So Amanda's going to get $2 because you had to move through her as well. Or you could pay the canal.
Actually, I didn't have to do that one,
Right.
so maybe I won't do that one there. And they're
You
gonna be
just
different. I
played-
put that one there. I gotta pay you too?
Yeah.
God damn it! I don't want to put that one there either.
Then you can't move through there, right?
Well, he
come
could
from?
technically.
that
He
one.
could move through the canal without adding anything if he wanted to.
All right,
He
so
would just have to
here
pay the
is where
bank
your
that
turn
one
is.
that
Yeah.
Amanda
So I
has.
put this one there. I paid
you-
Amanda for that one.
Good.
I put that one there.
You're good.
No, actually, that one was there already. That guy was there already. Because I have 2 in my hand. Because I put that one there.
Okay. So Amanda, give him the buck back.
No, well, I'm gonna move through her anyway.
Okay.
So she's gonna get that. I don't have to put them in a row though. So yeah.
Is retail out yet on this? I don't know.
It is.
It is?
yeah.
Okay.
So-
if Lance or Michael had come into the chat during the stream, they'd definitely be able to
They're
answer
at
that.
Dice
Dice
Tower
Tower.
Con. Yeah.
You make these excuses
I'm-
like they matter. Just saying.
Yeah, you should be able to buy a retail.
Okay, cool.
So I've got 2 there.
You can do one thing. Green gets a buck.
Green gets a money.
Is that one from the bank?
Yep. from
Yes,
the bank.
it is. Matt's like, I'm paying enough, people.
So I'm gonna pay 6 to get
The last trading house? No, the penultimate.
second to last.
All right, cool.
Now is the end of the game? I guess the end of the game is when they're out, not when they're purchased.
Never more the
When they're out.
deluxeified version, according to Tasty Minstrel. All right, well, there we go.
Okay, so I am up. I am going to place in the port. I'm going to place in the fishing grounds. I am going to place. What else am I doing? Anyone have any clues?
Not a clue.
That.
I do have a big time plan here, so please don't mess it up.
Okay, I'll try not to. I'll go here, and then I will also go
You
here.
people are crowding me in here.
Go there.
Just noticed.
And then I'm going to just move one. I'll move to the port. I'm going to... Hold on there. Hold on there. What was my plan? I had a real good plan.
Deluxe version sold out at Origins, apparently. Never to be seen again, except on the secondary market.
3, 2, 2. I'm going to take... I'm going to take this one here. I have a 5-point action here, so I get to do all sorts of good stuff. I'm going to take one from the mid. I am going
There's your 3
to
points.
play my... I'm going to go ahead and
Oh.
play... All of my stuff is out there. That's a problem. So I guess I'm going to take
2 more from the supply.
people. Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
cool.
I got a bazillion things here. Why don't I convert these into money? So I'm gonna take, I don't really know that this is a good idea. I haven't really thought about it. I'm just kind of going. But
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and spend 4 and I'm gonna buy 2 shops.
Okay.
Now,
And I give you your points, you're
I got
good,
points,
then
I
we
got
refill.
that.
Squirrel, you're up.
And hold on one second there.
Sorry.
I'm done.
Okay. That's a fair point. Kabuki says, I wish they changed that policy. The problem is that they deluxify games before anyone has ever played them. Counterpoint, the Japanese version was available, and we actually were able to play that because somebody in our group, not us, had that, i.e. Tony. So a small amount of people can play that, but point made. So when you learn that you like it, it's too late to get it unless you want to pay through the wazoo.
We will cover it again, though, just like we mentioned earlier.
Yep, on Tuesday, right?
On Tuesday, our review's coming out, and one of the things we mention is with the deluxe version, it's hard to see the other side of the board because the houses are so tall. So while most everyone's going to want the deluxe, the standard version, it's easier to see everything on the board with the standard version.
And for what it's worth, Paul Chad says he's played them both. He prefers the non-deluxified
A lot of people
version.
say so.
All right, so there's that.
Matt's going to get a money for Amanda using the bank.
Yep.
And what? And
I'm super
going to
excited about my
use
next turn.
this foreign agent to get to do my dock guys here and get this done.
All right, refill that, guys. We're getting thin on the cards. How many we have left? About 7, 8? Don't look at them. Okay.
Matt knows all the stuff now.
Right.
And all the things.
All right. So for my turn, I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 and call them in the morning. So there we go. We got 2 there. We're going to place them here on the fishing grounds. We will move there. That's going to be a total of 4, which gives me quattro fish-o. There's 4 fish. More importantly, I get to place a house. The reason this is going to be important is I then get to purchase 2 more things, which I certainly will. I will buy my last 2 stores for a total of 4 yen. But wait, there's more. Let's count it. I need 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. And I need at least 2 of the admin buildings. 1 and 2. And 3 just for good measure. So I take one of these guys from my supply. Boom, 10 points for yellow, please.
Very nice. Yellow.
Everyone's forgotten about those, haven't they?
Nope.
Okay, all right.
I just haven't quite got there
I just
yet.
didn't want to talk about it until after I had done that to remind everybody. And I'm done. So placing the stores also is a trigger for the end of the game. I have all of mine in my possession. I have
Nice.
3 left.
Very
Just
good.
as an FYI. Okay, cool.
The question is, are you going to have enough points when you end the game?
Oh, maybe not, but we'll see. Kabuki Kid says that Vassal preferred the deluxified because you can see the buildings clearly on the board,
Fair
which
enough.
that makes sense. Fair, different opinion. So okay. I've only played the base version, and Amanda, you and I did with the Japanese one, so that's the only point of comparison we have right now.
That'll be 3 trees. Don't need that, but I need 1 there.
Nails on the wall, Asher.
Yeah. 1 there. And
So everybody that's following along at home, being able to follow along, everything clear and everything?
all right. I'll move here.
Enjoying
Yeah.
yourselves, hopefully?
2 trades there.
2 trades.
All right.
So a silk for 2.
Yep. And you can go the other direction as well, don't forget.
Yeah. But then I'm gonna do 4
to get an import.
Nice.
Cool. All right. So
Okay.
there and
All right. Well, so Edward kind of gummed me up a little bit. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to give Edward a money
Thank you,
to
sir.
Place in the fishing grounds. I am going to place 1 over here in customs. I'm going to place a 1 here in the silk mill, and my 4th and free one, I have absolutely 0 clue what the hell I'm doing with it.
it happens.
I'm going to place it in the... I have no clue.
You know, I've been told by some people I look like him. I've never heard that I sound like him. So, Edric the Elf says, greetings from the UK, love watching the playthroughs. Is it my imaginations or does Edward sound like Ross Geller from Friends?
He does not to me, but there are times where he can take just as long to make a sentence, though.
Yeah, I don't hear that at all. I've watched a lot of Friends.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, these are a couple of Friends experts.
Well, Dana is, I am by proxy.
1, 2,
but
3, 4.
I don't hate it.
I've never watched an entire episode of Friends. Not once in my entire life. For better or for worse.
We should make you watch Friends while playing Catan, and you just blow all
Do,
everything.
Right.
kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Right.
Okay, I have a 4-point power in the research center. I'm going to take the ball, which says when you fulfill an order, 2 monies. This also gives me a Great Britain set, so I'm going to take the last English
Which
agent.
explains why he placed the 5th one over
Correct.
here. I figured you had plans
that's my
to
plan.
be able to do that.
So my
right?
plan is right now to use the English agent here to execute the customs with a 5-point action. I'm going to trade in 5 points, gives me access to trade in 4.
There's the
So I'm going to
21,
trade in
22.
4.
This is going to be shocking because it's shocking when
Shocking.
people do the 22.
That's right. I'm going to trade in
take
4.
from here if you wish.
I can. I'm going to just pick
So
them
we'll come
up.
back anyway.
So
you get 3
You also
fish,
get
too.
trace
I get
fishos.
Trace Fish, plus I get to place a thingy out.
You get fish.
And 22 for green is going to be at 48. Somebody's closer.
What am I going to do? I'm going to play the... I don't know what I need. This is crazy, but I think that I need...
There's a kinship with Kabuki Kid.
Nice.
Kabuki Kid.
I'm going to take
All
a
right.
victory point.
Male
That's
or female?
crazy.
I get the impression female, but I'm not. I don't know why I think that. Because you always, whenever you see a name or see an avatar,
It's just
you
the
know, it
purple.
triggers. It could be the purple that does it. Also, I get 1 coin from the bank for that 1 yen.
Very nice.
Okay, Squirrel, you're up. Well done. Well done, sir.
We got
I
it.
say well done.
This time. I might mess it up next turn, though.
But you know. There's a kinship with Kabuki Kid, having never seen it. That's why we can't have nice things.
Oh, that scared me.
It's the cup holders.
It is, technically.
It is, and actually, so that's one thing that's actually getting changed. So apparently there was a 1 week span or so they experimented with the different cup holders on our table.
Right.
You see how it steps it down?
Sure.
I hate that.
Mine is flat. I
Right,
have
they're
the
straight
flat
side,
ones, and
right
they
on
work.
theirs, and they're actually sending us replacement ones for that.
You know what else I found that works great?
I do
The
not.
Brawling Brothers cork coasters.
Yeah, we
So
did
it's
that.
right back
We
there?
did that.
They
Yeah.
sit very nicely
We
in the
did that
bottom.
and it broke it.
We
broke
pushed-
it.
we
What?
broke one of
They
them.
broke it. Well, in
Not the
mine,
table,
And
but
Amanda's
the-
been
right.
doing
in
that
mine
as
they
well.
fit
Right,
nicely
yeah.
in the bottom.
All right.
So keep that in mind when you get the new ones.
All right, yes, female indeed. All right, the purple, dapper as well. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. All right, cool. Rock on. Cool.
Crap.
Crap, she says.
That's 2, 4, 5, whatever. Okay, so then I'm gonna move my.
I'm sorry, how'd that go? Okay.
So that's 3. I get 3 tea.
It's 3T and a fish.
It's pretty gross. 3 tea and a fish. Then I'm gonna complete this. That's 3 tea.
You know,
1, 2. That gives me 9 points at an import.
Uh-oh.
9 points at an import.
9 points for blue.
9
That's 51.
points. 51.
And that goes there.
Are you Fini?
I don't know yet. Hang on.
Okay.
Just come back.
Okay, so refresh my memory again. B, you said nobody can claim the fourth spot, the 4 over there, correct?
No one will be. That's done. I'm
Okay.
there.
I'm gonna use my agent to do this.
Which is 2, which allows you to place 1. And you could place 1 from there, or okay.
Which one? You're going here?
Yeah.
So right now she has the lead on this board for
Correct.
the 8 points
5
because she
points
has
for
2.
blue.
5 points for blue, and she gets to take 2 things out.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this for 4 and this for 2. So that's 6, and I'm done.
Okay, so here is my action. So, gonna only place 2 as I am wont to do, it seems. I'm gonna go ahead, come here, and move over. So now I have a question real quick, just to clarify. Does this mean for you, you can spend as many of these as you want to be able to get 2 points worth for 1
No.
additional?
No.
It's just 1.
You can purchase. Yeah, you can spend 2 money to buy 1 more, so you could get 2. You
I'm
can
allowed
take
to buy
2
2.
orders.
Okay, so 3 is the mid, which looking at this, I can buy any of those. So, and then I can spend 1 more. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that so I can buy 2. So I will go ahead and get actually yep, I'm just going to get the 2 low ones here and complete them both. You can complete both in 1 turn, or
Yep,
is it only
you can,
1?
you
All right.
can complete as many as you want.
Cool. So let's come back over here. So I will go ahead and complete both these guys. So 2 fish, a tea, and a copper, and
Nope,
then
you can only do 1.
all right, I'll just do 1.
An order.
Okay. So act like you guys didn't see that.
Just
so
kidding.
We'll go here. So I will get 2 points for yellow, please. 1 coin, and the import that I just spent to get it.
Okay.
And the turn of the yellow player is complete. I get nothing for it, and I like it. Boom, done. Okay. Matt?
I need to put a new.
Oh yeah, refill. Both that and these. I got you. And we have 5 left. FYI. Okay? Oh, and take my 2 dudes off. Come here. Rascally wabbits.
Grunge Kids 11, it's from Meeple Realty. If you use our code HC17, you get 10% off at meeplerealty.com.
Yep.
There
Well done. It's like
There.
she's on the ball.
and there.
It's weird, it's like I have a podcast or something.
Right? Seriously.
We'll move through Brandon. You will get. Out of all the money I have, that's my last dollar.
I like
Oh, he has
wow.
finally spent it all.
Yep. So that's. I'm going to stop there.
That's
4
power. So you're
4
gonna get,
power,
you're gonna get 3 silk.
3 silk. And that gives me 4, so I will build here.
You can have
Yeah.
1 of each. You just
Correct.
can't have 2 of the buildings.
And
5
that's
points
five
for
points.
red.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my German dude
Okay.
over here.
Okay. So he's gonna take a 4-point action in customs, which allows him to trade into up to 3 import.
I only got 1, so I'm just going to trade in the 1.
Okay.
Oh, the 1 spot that's left.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
1-1.
So one of those dudes, I guess, is going to go there.
Okay.
So another 4 points and $2.
He's red.
And since it was a 4-point action, this guy here, go over there for 8.
Well done. Is that the last
Another
one?
8 points. Not yet. I'm still gonna buy
One more to build. Okay, cool. Well done. Take care, Mira. All right, enjoy. Thanks for stopping by.
All right. I don't
Go
really
Dutch Herd.
have a plan. That's good news, right?
All right, in theory.
It's good news. Okay, I will do. You know what?
No.
2.
I don't really want to do it, but I really want to be able to place that and take stuff. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to come here. I'm going to put 2 here, and I'm just going to move right there and take a 5-point action. That's going to give me 3T. Or 3T for that, and then 5 fish. 3T. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place a shop there, because why not, for 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And that is the end of, no, that's not the end. I'm going to go ahead and fulfill an order. I have this USA order for 3 fish and 2 copper. That's going to give me an import and 6 points, and now I'm done.
I only took 1 import. I should have taken both. That one. Oh wait, no, because it's not complete yet.
Oh.
It's not complete yet. That's what's stuck in my head. I was thinking I was completing them both. Carry on. Ignore me.
Ignore that.
Oh, Kabuki says I should compliment your interview the other day with Aldi. That was really excellent interview. Loved every minute. Thank you very much. How has no one taken an achievement?
There actually is one out, Brian.
There is one.
There's
Someone
one.
else. Thank you.
Oh, and as a matter of fact, I think I might get. No, I don't. Not quite yet. It was close.
Things have just worked out so that no one's been able to complete them. I actually can complete the one that Ed's on now, but there's not a huge hurry to do it just because
whenever, right?
Right.
So appreciate that, Kabuki. So I've done 4 of these interviews. The first one was with Cole Worley, then did another with Vital Lacerda, did another with Nuno and Paulo of Madeira, Panamax, Nippon, the upcoming Brazil, and then I did conversations with Heavy Cardboard with Clay Ross, the head of Capstone. Did Aldi last week. Next week, and here's a little sneak preview. I have 2 coming up, and both to me are kind of a big deal. On Wednesday, we're still locking down what time, but on Wednesday next week we're going to do Tom Russell, designer of a number of war games and Winsome games, but also half the team behind Hollandspiel, the boutique publisher, the new publisher that's out there. And last but not least, Saturday, a surprise interview, and one I'm really, really excited about. A gentleman by the name of Andrew Rader. He is a MIT PhD rocket scientist with SpaceX, but also the designer of the upcoming game Stellar Horizon from Compass Games for next year. Super excited. I mean, how often do you get to sit and chat with a rocket scientist at SpaceX? So I'm stoked to do that interview on Saturday. So appreciate it. All right. Well, you want to talk what you did while I was blabbering? I showed
everybody.
Okay. Cool. Good. Awesome. So I'm conflicted on what it is I'm trying to do. First things first, I'm just going to go ahead and complete this so I don't forget. So we have 2T and a copper. So 1 point for yellow, please. But more importantly, another impert. I'll take an impert. So I'm going to take 2 or 3. I have plenty here. So now that things have moved around, I could go 1, 2 there, and take 2 low. Oh, right, that's on that side. Doc, what do I have? I have a ton of fish. I have fish. I have fish. This is the only exchange place, yes. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Could go there for 3 exchanges. I have 3 money, so I would need. Give me a moment. Because I was busy working on that action. Come over there. That would be 3 mid there. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna tank too long on this. So instead, well, shoot. Hold on. So, okay, I'll think out loud on this. So I'm looking around the board right now, and you guys can't see this, but Amanda has 3 recipes fulfilled, or what's the term?
Orders.
Orders. Amanda has 3 fulfilled. I have 4 fulfilled right now. It's kind of right there. So I have 4 fulfilled. Matt has 3, and Brandon has 4. But you do have one in hand, don't you?
I do have one in hand.
I missed that.
And stuff. Look at
you
this
do.
stuff.
Oh, you do. So you're going to be able to
complete a lot of
it.
stuff.
So there's no rush on that. Okay, so change of plans there. So bear with me here. And the minimum gears are 3 out there, right? Shoot. So I can't do what I wanted to do. So I will go 1 there. I will go 1 there. And oh, that works out, I think. Sorry guys, bear with me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put it there. All right, cool. So now she will move here. Do I get a money for that? It's only when other people visit,
Correct.
right? Okay. You would think this would sink in. So that's going to be 3 gears. So looking at this, me having finally completed that, I'm definitely going to take one of these whenever you take out a church action or whenever you build a shop. I have 3 shops or a church action. In theory, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the gaslight, which that immediately comes over to my tableau, and hey, look at this! I actually have a set.
2 France. There
Yay!
you go. You get an agent. There you go.
So then I can place that to do any action I want, right? As if either placing agents.
No.
No, it's only
You
only the
execute
president.
an action,
Okay, so
right.
I'm done. That's all I'm.
So
gonna
before
do.
we get going, I actually gypped myself out of 2 points from the ball, so I'm going to catch myself up here
Okay.
because I forgot to do that.
Sure, go for it. All right, cool. There we go. No, he is not the one who did High Frontier. Dapper, that was Phil Eklund. So yeah, glad you guys are enjoying the interviews or the conversations with Heavy Cardboard. I put a lot of time in it, so it's really cool to hear that you guys are enjoying those. And I like long form interviews much more so than the short stuff. So
I'm gonna go here. So that's a 4
4-point action.
4 power
action.
Mhm.
Yep.
So $4.
So I could have actually 1, 2, and I had 2 there. That's 4. So I could have placed this. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to cheat. Just give me 1 point for yellow.
1
please.
point for yellow.
Which then, when I built a shop, 2 more points for yellow.
2 more points for yellow?
Yep. I keep forgetting that these also count as buildings. I
Another
apologize.
just question for this one here. Did both of those buildings count, or is it just one
No,
tile?
it counts 1. It's 1 per tile. I'll look it up to make sure after my turn, though. All right, I got stuff to do here, gentlemen and lady. Except I don't really know what. All right, the first thing I'm going to do before I get too far is I'm going to finish this silly little thing. 1 fish and 2 of those. I'm going to get 4 plus 2, so 6 points. 66, and I'm going to get a free money.
We are getting dangerously close to the end, I feel like.
And now I'm going to use one of my guys to complete this achievement here for 5.
Oh,
1,
there
2,
you go.
3,
Right.
4, 5.
Yep, good job.
And now,
9 points. Did you get it?
what's that?
Did you get 9 points?
Oh no, I didn't give it to myself.
75.
75.
Oh, and if Tom offers to tell you his joke during the interview, decline. Not one of his jokes, but
His
his
one
joke.
joke?
That's funny.
His joke. Okay, so there's 1, and I'm gonna go to the employment agency. That's 2. I'm gonna go to the church. That's 3, and I'm gonna come over here to the silk mill. That is 4. And I really have no plan, which is, I know, no surprise to anyone. The port. Where's the port? There's the port. I better not do that. I have a lot of T, and I don't even have anything to do with that. I did a 2-point action. Why did I do that? I'm going to go there. That's going to be a 2-point action in the trade district here. So I get 2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell a T.
For
it's
1.
It's going to be 1 money, and then I'm going to buy an import for 4.
So
there's
take 3. Yep.
There we go. Thank
That
you,
was
sir.
close.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Kabuki Kid says, out of every game you have an insert for, what do you think benefits the most from having an insert? Arkwright.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Not having to set out all those little dudes is.
That's really nice.
So Freshman says that I'm going to be a bad teacher because he has a rule that if you teach a game and you win, you haven't done
you're
a
a
good
terrible
job
teacher.
teaching.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. I'm the same way. That's okay. It's all good.
Okay.
Oh, Gloomhaven. Good call. Don't have that one yet, but we will for when we live stream the one of the scenarios.
Okay. So my
Hold
card.
on. You place 2 here, so you owe 2 money.
Give me a second.
Okay, sorry.
My my president can be with another president.
Okay.
So I can. Do I owe money every time I go by?
You betcha.
Okay. So that would be 4 total.
Yep.
which-
Wow, you are desperate to do that. Wow.
So your card says you can be with another president?
Yeah.
You
Yes?
replace
Okay.
your president in an area occupied
So
by
you
another
owe
president.
2 for green, 1 to yellow, 1 to red. Wow.
Why 2 for green?
Because she placed these 2 here.
Oh.
Oh, and
And
another
she
for
moved
green,
that.
so it's 5.
Give me my money back.
Sorry. So you want to take these 2 back?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
You could go this way.
Nope,
Oh,
she has
you
to
need
place
the,
1.
I see,
Yep.
you need the sell.
Yep.
I understand.
Okay, and Brian says Gloomhaven's insert's a necessity. Haven't experienced it yet?
I would agree with that
I agree
wholeheartedly.
Yeah, okay, so there you go.
So,
So
yeah, I mean-
Gloomhaven, if that's your bag, if not, Arkwright. I think out of everything, I think those are the 2
Yeah.
most valuable that either I have encountered or it sounds like other folks
the
have.
only reason Gloomhaven hasn't been a necessity for me yet is because it hasn't been put back in the box yet.
Right,
It
has
came
a
out,
permanent,
it stayed
has a
out.
permanent, it's semi-permanent location on one of the tables downstairs in the basement.
Yeah, because me and Dane have just been
Or
playing the crap out of it.
Gaming mecca.
Yeah.
Right. It stays cool down there. It's nice and comfortable.
It's like a little cave for Gloomhaven.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so since we're letting all the cats out of the bag, might as well. Thursday is the start of the 13th, which is the start of Founders of Gloomhaven. We're actually going to be live streaming a prototype that night. So if that's something you want to take a gander at, I would recommend spreading the word on that if y'all would. Isaac is also going to during the Kickstarter on that first day. Should be exciting.
Should be
a good
good.
time. Yeah.
This game is stupid.
This game is stupid.
That's such a term of endearment in our world.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm enjoying
Matt
it.
gets a coin.
I'm enjoying it, but it's kicking my butt right now.
No, Matt gets a coin from.
Then I'll just
Oh,
take
from
There you go. Yeah, we're good.
So I get 3 silk, and I can't do anything
So
else.
James, I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'll tell you that the deluxe box size is different from the standard box size, so you'll have to check with Broken Token on if their inserts are the same.
Couldn't tell you.
Done.
All right. You people are not making me real happy with your placement of your El Presidentes. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we will go ahead. 1. Yep, that was in fact 1. Okay. 2 and 3. We'll go that route. So I will go ahead and mosey on over here. Just a low power one. So I will just go ahead and take that. into my greedy little hands. And I am spent. Matt, you're up.
Yes.
Founder stream, sweetness. Yep. Spread the word, y'all. Yeah, that's kind of the feel here, Rob, that he says never played Yokohama yet, but it seems to have taken the ideas in Istanbul, not Constantinople, and ramped it up to 11. Yep. Oh, stupid tunes.
Hey, that's nobody's business.
Right.
But theirs.
Right.
I'm going to put 2 here. I'm going to go through Amanda, so she's going to get her $1 back.
So that's 4 power.
4 power there.
Would you like to place a building also, just as a reminder?
I don't have any currently to do that with.
So, get high.
2. Yeah, I'll take this one here. And I'll go ahead and complete it since I have everything to do so.
Yeah, might as well. Why not? 8 points.
8 points and $1 for 2 fish.
Brandon, will you give him 8 points, please?
8 points for red. What is it?
2 fish and soak. And it's another Germany, but that doesn't do.
Okay.
All right, I am going to. I need 3 power there. Ooh, I keep forgetting I'm not yellow. That definitely makes a difference.
You've done very good.
I know. I've been really
yellow.
I've been really focusing.
I thought I've been every color on the board so far.
You have
2. 1, 2. I think I better come here. And I might not be able to get around. That could be an issue for sure. My extra one is tough here for sure. I think I'm gonna go. Let's see if I go there. I could get stuck. This would give me options. I'm gonna go there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move here. And I'm going to take a 3 power purchase. Ed's going to get a money. I'm going to take the winery here, which says when you carry out a church action, 3 victory points. And I am done.
Okay, squirrel. And the university has come out. Once per turn, you may gain a worker from your warehouse by paying 1 yen.
We need another one over here as well.
Okay. Amanda? Oh, I'm an idiot.
It's okay, I messed up majorly. I have 1 worker over here available. 1.
1. Count them. 1. Cool, Andrew. Yeah, it is pretty swanky. I'll be honest. The boats are pretty pretty sharp, man. These are I'm
Those
very
are the hardest
impressed.
thing to put together too.
Yeah.
Those
But worth it.
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah, they really do. And like we've shown, they're easy to get out. So.
Not only that, like if you even tilt it, they don't
fall out. Right? Yeah. Hey, Paul. At a local convention this weekend. Oh, awesome. All right, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. What are you playing at the con?
Alright, I'm gonna put down 2 in the lab.
So you get a 3 gear, or you can pay. You can pay money or an import.
I will pay 2 money, because I remember.
Forgot to take that dude off.
And get electrical light, please.
Electrical light. This
Yeah.
says when
ELO.
you build a trading house, you get 3 money.
And that's
Or
another
3 victory
France,
points.
so can I get the France
You
foreign
may.
version? Thank you.
And there's 1 USA, 1 left. Which, who has 2 thumbs and is not getting that? This guy.
Done.
Right. So, 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place out 3 homies from the streets there. So we will go... Hold on. Where was it? Shoot. Stay on target. Where was it? Right, there. But a moment.
But a
we will
moment.
go 1 there. We will go 1 there. And then... Yeah, not really thrilled with that. All right, fine. Yep. And we'll just move on over to the bank. Matt gets a coin. I get 2 coins. Or I'm sorry, I get 3 and... Wait a minute. Yeah. We'll just stay on target. 3 coins. Boom, done. That's it. Done. Matt, you're up.
Placing 3. 1.
Hey, welcome,
2.
Moolinger.
3. We'll go right there.
A moo that lingers
And
too long.
actually, that's a 6 power. Well, that's 5 power. And I'll take 4 silver.
37, Paul? 30? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, he's working at Stronghold Games. Cool. All right, good deal. Or playing Stronghold Games. All right.
Kind of wish that was 5 silk, but
Well, Matt, you just...
I had a feeling you wouldn't like that.
That's a problem. For sure. So... I have no clue what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to go hang out at the port over here. What is at the port? Anything good? The end of the game is nigh. I don't have any of that stuff. Maybe a 3 power.
This is maddening, dude.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm not going to place an assistant. How about that?
Okay.
I'm gonna move there, take a 3 power action here, and I'm gonna take this and hold on to that Germany card, and I'm going to call that a turn.
Amanda, go.
And be very mad at Matt.
Grr. There you go.
Very mad.
Okay.
Positioning.
Yahtzee. Got it. Okay. So now... I can't do that. Okay.
1.
Yep. All right. So you have 5. So you get an import, Amanda.
Import and this.
9 points for blue.
That's a trading house, right?
It is.
So I get
12 points. So. Okay. And then what are you trading? If you wish to. Silk can become 2 cash. Copper's 2 cash. Everything else is 1. Or you can buy a import if you wish for 4.
Can I trade to get 4 and then...
You get 3 trade, or you get
I get
5
5
trades.
trades.
So yeah,
So,
you
okay,
can.
okay,
Sure. You can
okay.
trade in 2 silk to get an import, which would be 3 of your trades. If that's what you're thinking about doing.
Okay, so 2. I have 2 money already. So that's an import right there.
Yep, that's 2 of your 5.
I'm not quite mad. Not quite GTR mad, Rob, but almost. Definitely put a wrinkle in things here.
Okay, so then that's another import. So that's 3 total. So that's
5. Yep, that's all
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
I need to open the door for Jordan. Will you mute me?
All right,
Done.
you're done.
Done.
All right,
You're
so
good. Go ahead.
I will. Yeah, we're not going to drag our feet, so I'm just going to place 2. Am I really? So where are you, Amanda? You're over there. I'm not worried about it. Actually, we're going to go ahead and place 3. Yeah, we're going to place 3. So I will just kind of drag my feet a little bit. So we will go 1 there. We will go 1 there. And I will go for the last one. I don't know. I do. So I will place it there. So then 5. Perfect. So then we will move down here. That's going to be 5 power, right? Or
It's 4.
4 math hard.
Good math.
This is what it was. 4. That's 5. That's what I was thinking.
5 church power.
Yep. So 4, I can place a building, but I already have one. So that's 5 church power. So I will go ahead and I can take one of those dudes to place him out there. I then get to place one more thing. 4 points for yellow, please.
4 points for yellow.
So then I will go ahead and place that out there. And then I will execute my French action, which looks a lot like this. Flipping that over, which spends that, which then says, hey, I will go ahead and take my 3 imports. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you have a choice to make here.
Not really.
Yeah, well, you kind of do. You could take 15 or 16. Remember, this is the tiebreaker. This is an extra point.
I will take the...
Are you going to...
I don't think I'm going to. I'll take the 16 points.
16
to 66,
points.
please.
Right.
And I'm spent.
Okay.
All right.
Matt?
Place 3 dudes.
No, I think I don't think Ryan is familiar
yeah.
with what this is up here, the Glory to Rome board.
Someone tell Ryan about the Glory to Rome board.
It's anytime somebody exclaims Glory to Rome, which is a very nice way of saying go fornicate with yourself. We put it up there. We started that on the 50th live stream, which was on the second playthrough of An Infamous Traffic. Oh, and my dudes come back.
Where I am.
Oh, and I should have paid 1 to go through there, which I don't even
There.
mess it. There we go.
There.
Matt, just ask. We can put it.
I wasn't sure where they were going till just then. And I will go over here for 2. I'll get 1 silk, which gives me 6 silk.
Nice.
There you go.
Finally
8
got her
points
done.
for red.
Yeah. Which 54, 62.
Sir?
All right. I have 2 measly dudes left, which is great. I need one of them to get out of here. So I think that this will be the most beneficial place. 1. And I have enough power there, so I'm not going to do that. I am going to I'm going to keep this other one. I'm only going to put out 1. Probably not optimal. I'm going to move out and about, and I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to execute a 3 power and trade in 2 imports for this guy here, who's going to go here. And that, my friends, is going to trigger the end of the game. I get 9 points and 1 money.
I was thinking it had to fill. Zuteler. So 9 points, 84.
84. And so the way it works, like I said, this game's a little weird in that we're all going to get an extra turn. So we'll finish
the
this
person
round.
who triggered it.
Right, so you guys are all going to get 2 more turns.
Okay,
I will get 1
good.
more turn.
All right, good deal. All right, cool. Good. All right. Amanda?
Oh, before I finish that, nope, I can't do that. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, somebody could claim that last place over there in the customs house, right?
Absolutely.
On the custom management board. Okay.
They sure could. If the only, let's see, if Amanda does, then she would win majority there.
Correct.
Otherwise, I will win majority because I have the
furthest
far right space.
Yep.
Okay, so once per turn, I can turn Silk in for 2 money.
Okay. Don't forget you still have that.
Thank you. I'm gonna put
Ryan says it's a pretty high scoring game for 4 players. Hey, Matthias. Welcome. It's gotten all quiet. Serious play is serious.
Is it?
Oh, don't you get that from me going there?
Yeah,
So I was giving you the money.
you get that.
Because your guy's
Brandon?
there.
For,
Your president's
oh,
there.
you're moving, you moved.
She
I've
added that
added
guy.
to these 2 guys.
Gotcha.
Green, you get another $1 from the bank.
And I...
You get to bring in, you get to hire 3 things. That's okay.
I'll just
Or 2, sorry.
2. I'll just bring in 2 guys because I don't have any money
So what's the point of doing that?
to get my people
Oh,
back.
you're right. Did
Oh,
you
okay.
did you get a money for me visiting the custom house?
I didn't.
Rob.
And did you get one here, Brandon?
I did take that.
All right, so my turn.
Thanks, Rob.
I am going to place 3 dudes. So we will go 1, 2, so that gets me that. Is there anything else I'm actually trying to do here? Oh boy. So I have this and 1 more action.
Correct.
So this guy doesn't really matter in the scheme of things because I can't place him there. I'll be able to do that there, which does that. You know what? Just in case something changes. And then I am going to, because money is worth victory points, I might as well. Red, you get $1. I'll take 2. So here, I'll throw 1 in, get 1 of the 3s, and done. Not terribly exciting, but effective for what it is I need. All right, Matt?
Interesting.
Rob says this is what Edward pays me for. So, you know.
Well done.
All right, we are getting dangerously close to the end of the game. After Matt takes this turn, everybody just tell us we can move it.
I've actually run out of dudes.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
technically I haven't. There, now I have 1.
There you go, you can place 1. Yep.
I think that's all I need to get what I'm hoping for. It'll go on the dock, right there. I'll move to the dock. That'll be a power of 3, which gets me to the mid. I can get that guy.
All right, done?
Yes. And my dude back.
All right, Brandon.
Okay, last
Final
turn.
action.
Last turn for me. Mine's easy. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna take a 5 power action for 4 silk.
Red gets $1.
Red gets $1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
6 points for green. Momentarily.
Before that, though, I'm going to place this here. That's 1 victory
7
point
points
for green.
Okay.
And then I'm going to finish up. I'm going to finish up both this one and this one on this turn.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
So I'm going to get, what is that? That's 6
14.
and 8, 14.
99.
99. And
Well done. Amanda? Final
oh,
action?
no, I'm going to finish up. Sorry about that, Amanda. I'm going to finish this up. It's 3 silk and 1 tea leaf here for 4 points and an import. So there's 99, 101, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, Brian, we actually just got our copy. We're going to be reviewing it and live streaming it down the road.
And Amanda's
Here, Soul. They're actually friends of the show. So, Jody and Ryan and company. So, appreciate it, though. Good looking out. I guess, so Brian's here. He's a fan of y'all's show, I take it?
Brian?
Yeah.
Which Brian?
Yep.
Blotty.
I'm not sure. Brian, are
Okay.
you a listener of ours? If not, why not?
No pressure to
No
explain
pressure.
yourself or anything.
I just assumed, given they didn't know that we knew about Soul, because we talked about it on the show. A game I might not have heard of.
It's a hard thing to do.
We were talking about that
no,
this morning.
I genuinely appreciate it, though. I really do. It's just those are few and far between. At least anything that might be in our realm, I should say. There's probably lots of party games and kids games that I'm not terribly familiar with. So
Crap.
just giving you a hard time, Brian. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm not. I want to know why you don't listen.
So if I don't want to move my president,
Tough.
but I have
have
to,
to.
right?
Yeah.
So where can I move him just to another area and he doesn't do anything?
You can move him here. He does want you can exchange money as points if you have any
then
goods.
let's do that.
You don't have workers or what?
I want to do this, but I don't want to pay to go all the way.
Well, you could still place workers here to exchange goods.
I place both here.
Oh, carry on. So there, that's 1. You get 2.
2 power.
So you get
So
2
you can
power.
sell
You can do
2.
2 exchanges.
Yeah, and just keeping in mind, Amanda, the conversion at the end of the game is each import is 1, each 2 yen is 1, or each 3 trade goods is 1.
So I'm going to turn in a tea and a silk
3 cash.
3 cash.
Okay, and then
And
you're gonna
then with
go ahead. Sorry.
my foreign power guy, I'm going to do 4, which is
3 imports.
3
Well
imports.
done.
3
Well done.
imports for 15 points. Thank you.
Oh,
Good job.
snap. 83.
83 for Amanda.
Okay, and Amanda's done. So for me, my final action, I will take 2 of these. I thought I was going to be able to get all my stores out. Nope. So my last one, I will put 2 here.
Oh, Ben's right. You
What?
can't go somewhere without assistance.
But I can play the president to my hand. Okay, that's fine. I didn't need the money, so that's not a big deal.
Oh, no, he's saying you would have to go somewhere you have assistance?
Yeah, she would have to have
But
an
he says
assistant.
you can play.
Yeah, she can pick it up
I
as
can
her
pick 'em up.
action.
Oh, okay, so just exchange that and get your goods back. All right, cool. Good. Glad that wasn't a major thing.
We got you, Ben. Thank
so
you.
for me, there, that's going to be 5, which gives me an import. Woo. Which also allows me to build a store. Well, we'll get there. So first off, I'm going to get 5 tea. But I'm going to spend 2 of it, so I'm only going to take 3. Because I'm going to go ahead and complete that and a fish.
Oh, I need
Sorry, I already
4
spent
more
the other
points
2.
for my brickyard. I need 4
I
more
did the
points.
same too. I didn't get mine.
Yeah.
You are blue.
I'm blue.
1, 2, 3, 4, and
get 3.
mine is 2.
So we all caught up?
Yeah, we're caught
good?
up. Sorry.
All right. So here we go.
Housekeeping.
So I already paid the 2T, so there's that. So I'm going to get 3 points. However, by doing that, that's going to be my 5th one, which will not give me anything extra. So it's my 5th one. So that's going to be 7 points there for that, but you might as well wait for a minute. So that's going to be 7 for that. I'll build a house or a store there, which is going to be another 2. We'll make it another 3. Then another 2 for, oh yeah, that was 3 for doing that. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. Whee. Done.
Matt has to be paid by Amanda. Matt has to be paid by Amanda. Why does Matt have need to be paid by Amanda? What did I miss?
What did
she picked up, so
I picked up from here.
Was your present wasn't here right
No.
now?
No, mine's down there.
Okay.
So I'd
Explain if you want there.
Yeah.
Gonna this again. So I have 2.
Oh, okay, Brian. Cool. Well, welcome aboard. I'll be able to interview your buddy on Wednesday.
I'm gonna put 2 dudes there, and move to there for 5.
Gives you an import.
Get the import
And 5 fish.
and 5 fish.
Thanks, Ben. We appreciate that.
3, 4, 5. 4 of which will be spent to complete this. I technically get that too, which may be handy, so we'll find out. 4 and a brick for 8 points.
Go for it. So you 70.
So at
70.
it's over.
It's at
Other
the
end.
other end.
Oh, right there. And then I've got 5 now. So these dudes are gonna come back anyway.
Drop one off.
One's gonna go there for another 7. So 77.
And then you get your bonus action if you want to use it for something.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any place I can use it that I actually get anything worth getting.
You could.
You get.
That'd
All right.
be
So
$1
for one, and I've got 2
for every
here.
2. So
For
that's
every
8
2.
already.
Actually, well,
so
I've got a building there, so
you don't
would
get
be
the
$1,
extra buck.
yeah.
Yep.
It gets paid by the bank, Mootlinger, not me.
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, actually, did you get your buck for Amanda doing this?
Oh no, I
With
didn't
her
get. I
extra?
didn't get
So
my
there
buck
you
for
go.
doing
So
that.
then. Oh, you
Well,
need
that's
workers.
that's going to be this guy anyway. It's
Right.
only going to
Oh.
be a
Oh,
no
so
matter
you
where
get one more
no matter
buck.
where it goes, it's going to be a 1
That's 1 point.
unless I pay here.
Or just use that for a
No.
buck, which is a point.
Here, I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
That's gonna be 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then, well, I don't know if they convert. Well, 2, 3, and then I can buy this guy for 2 points. Oh, when you gain a technology card. So
The thing to remember, though, is remember these flags count towards scoring. So at the end, you get a country bonus based on your sets. So that may determine what you're actually
yeah,
going to
I'm not gonna have a whole. I'm not gonna have a whole set, but But I would. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Ben,
Yeah,
that's
let's-
awesome.
So
I
Ben
appreciate
says he
that.
really enjoys when Adrian's on. I guess when the rest of us, not so much.
There
But
you
all
go.
right, hey, we'll take it baby steps.
he's
I'm
saying
just-
that he's-
No, I'm
I will
just-
spend.
Hey, he
No.
said he liked
kidding.
my stuff too.
That's
though.
what I'm
Come on,
saying.
keep going here.
I was doing this piece by piece.
All right, okay,
So
build
I
it
was
up, build it up,
lamenting
tease
that.
it a little bit.
But Brandon was excellent at the teach and enjoyable to listen to. I haven't listened to your podcast. Now, whose podcast? Is that Brandon's podcast or our podcast? Or is it Adrian's podcast? I'm so confused. Thoroughly confused.
Well, if he wants to listen to our podcast, he can go check it out right now. And he's versed in the game. He's corrected us a few times. But for anyone that's not, our review of Yokohama actually drops on Tuesday at brawlingbrothers.com. So you can check that out.
Awesome
Perfect.
plug.
All right, good, done.
That's how we
I
do
took the
Oh,
took
Are
the
you
nether
sure?
took the nether ones.
all right, cool. All right, so
Scoring.
There you go. So now we go into final scoring.
Okay, so the first thing that we'll do is we'll wrap up these boards. So we will check the church board first. So Edward's going to win the church board. He's the only one there. So Edward gets 6 victory points. So that is 82.
And these clear, right?
Yep,
Essentially.
those
now.
clear. We're going to finish this board up. Amanda has a commanding lead over here with 2 guys. So
Three
she's
guys.
3 guys. Wow. She's going to get 8, and she's at 87. 95, thank you. I'm not good at math.
Don't worry, that's why I'm trying to help.
I'm going to get second place. I have 2, and I'm the furthest right, so I'm going to get 4. Thank you. Okay, we'll wrap that up. The technology bonus. So now we are going to count the number of points on your technology cards.
Oh, it's number of points on the gears. So
Number of points.
I have 6 points in gears, and that's it.
I also have 6.
Oh, I didn't realize that was points. That's fantastic.
Well, it's not points, it's majorities, so.
8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 19.
Holy moly. Okay, well, she beats the pants off me. I have 9. I have
Then you're
14.
good enough for second.
I'll get second. So Amanda for first.
10 points.
Is it 10? It's 10. She's blue. Thank you. And what's second place?
It is going to be 5 points.
5 points. Thank you.
Okay.
And, okay, that's technology. Now we're going to do country bonus.
All right, so here, so folks can see this up close for mine. So make sure I'm understanding that. So those are done. So those don't count because that's one of a kind, right?
Correct.
That's 2. Here, we'll do it this way. 3. That's 4 different countries right there, right? So 4 different countries, if you look at the bottom here, is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 8 points total for yellow.
8 points for yellow. 90. Boom.
Okay?
All right.
Go around.
What do you have, Matt?
And technically you get points for those too.
Yeah, 2 set is points.
Oh, hold on.
2 more points.
Well, hold on. Then I would have, if that's the case, then I have, it's per set, right? Oh, that's the same. So yeah, then 2 more points. And here's what he's talking about: is this is actually 1 set of 4, and then we clear those. Then we have a set of 2 because there. So a set of 2 is going to be 2 more points.
So you're going to get 2 more. So you're up to 92. All right, Matt, what do you got?
Same thing. I've got a set of 4 for
Okay.
8 and a set of 2 for 2.
So 10 total.
10.
All right, 10 total.
We got 2 sets of 3, so I get 8 total then.
2 sets of 3. Amanda gets 8. So there is 8. I have a set of 5, a set of 3, and a set of 2. So I'm going to have
18
12,
points.
18 points. So there is 10, 32. All right. And, okay, so that's country scoring. Now it's remainder scoring. So it's going to be, let's just do it. Unused foreign agents. Anyone have any unused foreign agents?
Yet.
Nope. All right. Does anyone have imports? 1 point per import. I have 1.
I have 1.
I have 1 as well.
1, 1,
And 1 for red.
and 1.
Okay.
All right.
They did, guys. We counted the technology icons as well.
2 yen. 2 yen is worth 1 point.
So
So
I've
I
got,
have 4, so I get 2.
I get 2 as well.
I
You get
have
2.
I have 8, so that's going to be 4 points there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Amanda, any money?
No.
You're broke. Trade goods. Every 3 trade goods is 1 point, and I was not very efficient in the trade goods department, so
Wow.
it's a
4?
hot mess. I get 4 points. Yep.
I don't get any.
And for me, I have 2 points there.
2 points.
I also have 2 points.
2 points. What else? Did I miss anything?
Nope, that's all she
Type
wrote.
Teacher.
I'm sorry.
Horrible teacher.
Terrible.
So he's going to retire from the heavy cardboard stream.
Retiring. Yeah, I'll teach, but I won't play next time. How about that?
So Ben says, already have heavy cardboard on the list, still on the top. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. All right, so Yokohama. So first play, Matt, you started off. What'd you think?
I like it. There's a lot going on here. I need to play it again to play it proficiently. I came in last, but that's okay. Just trying to figure out all the moving pieces here and trying to figure out what paths to make and what's the most efficient use of stuff. The funny thing is I kept leaving like one dude a bunch of places, and I started running out there by the end. The university saved me by letting me...
by spreading yourself too thin. It
Yeah.
left you a good chain, like a
Yeah.
good, trail of
I could get to
breadcrumbs.
places, but yeah, I didn't have much power when I got there because guys
Right.
were all over the place. So that's something to look out for. Probably should have gone a little bit more heavy on the orders. I just noticed that all the ones with the imports it came out over here, and there was like nothing with imports over there, and my land
You were
was
working
over there.
here.
So it just worked out that way.
Okay.
So I didn't get to do this as much as I wanted to.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
But
But that's something to be aware of.
Just
for
something to be
future
aware
plays,
of.
right?
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay,
could always.
right.
I had tons of money. I could come over here and buy them, which I
Right.
did on occasion. But yeah, fantastic game though. I enjoy it quite a bit, and the variability would just make every game completely different
it's
too.
It's
so.
going to be every game will be just not even the same thing.
So your first play in forever.
Yeah. I like it a lot because one of the things that I like the most about it though is
No, go ahead. What? Sorry.
He's just trying to be sweet, but it came off
I
very
know.
it came
creepy.
off very like hold your hand down, please. That's what it came across as. I am interested in playing it more, obviously, but I think that the more that I play it, the more I'll realize things because, like, there's so many rules. I had forgotten that these are worth points.
What are these?
That
Hold on.
the technology.
People
technology
can't
stuff.
see it. Right.
I forgot that the sets were points. I thought the sets were just for these guys. I didn't realize they were for the actual cards too. So
Didn't remember.
Yeah, didn't remember. But yeah, so it's I like it a lot, but I mean, the boards are going to be different in different areas every time. The cards are going to be different areas every time. Little egg bonus chips are going to be different. Everything's going to be completely different. And I always like that because it gives more variability and you don't play the exact same game.
No, I enjoyed it. Now keep in mind the one thing people were talking about with the deluxe edition, the fact that these are they're sitting taller because we have them faced on their sides, obviously for the camera and everything. But I like it. I actually enjoyed the game more than I thought I would because when we originally backed it, we backed it for because Amanda really enjoyed the game, our first play of it, and I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Right.
Is this ever going to be a super special ZOMG game? No. But is this a good game to break out with people that want something a little bit heavier than something like Istanbul? Yeah, I think this could arguably be a good gateway as far as the amount of planning that goes in stepping into heavier games. I think that's where we could see it being used here in our game group or a weeknight game because obviously it played a little bit long tonight or today as it were because whenever we stream it adds an hour and a half or so. The teaching we won't have to teach plus the internet went down for a little bit so we had to pause this for a little bit so it took a little bit longer than it normally would but overall enjoyed it more than I thought I would. It's solid.
Yeah.
I think solid is a good description of it, at least me being my second play first in forever.
Yes.
How about you, B?
Well, I'm not going to give you all my thoughts because we review it
fair
next
enough.
week.
Yeah.
I will tell you this is my, I think, 15th or 16th play. I've played it a lot.
Well.
Probably a good sign of what I think about it. There's some pretty interesting long-term planning in this game that isn't really apparent when you first sit down with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing that's most exciting is, you can really get into strategy after you've played it a bunch of times. So it's accessible as well. We talk about it really is Istanbul on steroids. Istanbul is obviously much more simplistic, but for someone who's trying to take a step up into heavier stuff, lots of great decision making in this game.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Very much so, yeah.
Cool. So let's see. Ryan says, "What do you? Since you have all the plays here, what do you think of the randomness of the board setup? Was this a better setup than most?"
I haven't noticed that one setup is better than another. This is pretty average score for my group, right around
For
140
4 players,
with
right?
4 players.
Okay.
I will tell you, and we talked about it a little bit, 4 is too long. Like the game goes too long. 3, the game plays much better. So if you're looking for a game for 3, which is rare, there's not a lot of great 3-player games, this is really one of them.
Cool.
Well, we'll have to do that, because we have 3 players built in the house all the time.
Oh, and Ben says, I spent about 20 minutes thinking about strategy as I slowly put this away this morning from our play last night. So this is definitely something that you can be like, okay, I want to focus more on church or focus more on the custom board and all that, and how do I, and then work backwards from there, right?
And there really, someone kind of hinted at it early on, the customs board and the church board, that's a lot of points there. So I had a big hole in my end game and that I couldn't get back over there. I was set up to try
and that's actually why I put the second
I just never could. And unfortunately that was a failure on my part. But those two boards really, I've seen people that occupy one heavily or both of them tend to do well in a game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, the church was way down there in the corner too. That made it tough to get.
Yeah, it's hard to get over there.
Yeah,
and behind the canal on top of it all,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, that's the only reason why I scored as well as I did was all the points in the
Yep,
custom.
that makes sense. All right, so yeah, thank you first off, y'all, for sticking with it. Enjoyed it. Brandon, thanks for teaching.
You got
thanks
it.
for
My
coming
pleasure.
on here.
Loved
That
it.
was a lot of
Had
fun.
a blast.
Thanks everybody that's watching live as well as after the fact. Also, thanks to Meeple Realty for the insert, so we get to show that off. It's definitely something that adds to the feel of the game, but also makes setup and teardown going to be a whole lot easier. And like I said, thanks everybody for watching. Last but not least, thanks to our patrons, 262 of y'all. Without them, this doesn't happen. We don't have this set up without our patrons. Trying to make a run at doing this full time. If it's something you want to support, we definitely would appreciate it. Patreon.com/heavy cardboard. Other than that, thanks again, y'all. Say goodbye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.